Whoa. What is this thing on the bottom? Looks like you're on mute.
Good evening. Welcome back to the Mancunian Way. My name is Martin. I'm your host. As you can see, we're getting all Christmassy already.
Okay, I have a beard. Look at this.
Blah.
Blah. Anyway,
Bah
welcome.
humbug.
Hope you're well. Stateside Blues. Martin is very wet and very...
Pause.
Whoa, pause. We're already getting into the spaces territory.
You lot got dirty minds. Anyway. Christmas turkey it is. Christmas turkey. Anyway, good evening to you all. Good evening, Ed. Hello, Kelster. Hope you are well.
Big up, big up.
Are you staying off camera, Ed?
Oh yeah, give him the missile.
Yeah, probably, most likely, man. I got
Yeah. Smash those likes, share the stream, both for well. Cost zero, but appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. Thank you, Briggs. By the way, I know Danny's with you. I have sent the link to Danny, but I know he's on holiday, so don't worry if you can't make it. Get in here. We are in the semi-final. Ed versus Baz for the 500th time. We'll be coming to you very shortly. Baz has already messaged me because I already told him we're going to Wembley. And he's already given it, oh, that confident. Yeah, that bloody confident. We're going to Wembley. I'm going to get me Carabao Cup.
No, second leg at the Etihad, I think, is a big deal as well.
Mm-hmm. I think we can beat them.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
But we'll get into it.
We're going to have a certain Ballon d'Or winner probably back for that.
Hopefully.
That's where you got to test out the pivot, man. Pep was experimental. That's where you got to test it. You got to test out the two of them, the two bruisers.
Big up Dash. Yep, Samaritans. Big up. Don't know if anyone felt like this today, but I didn't feel worried. It was a weird atmosphere in there tonight. I tell you what, I've never seen the Etihad as empty for a long, long time.
Were the tickets expensive or
no?
Oh.
No, it was. I mean, it's a Wednesday night before Christmas and stuff.
There was a lot of seats. There was about 10 seats in front of me, empty. We've got Newcastle away. No, by the way, it's not away. It's two-legged. We have Newcastle first, then they travel to the Etihad in the second leg. Darsh, they are City versus Baz versus Ed, part 499. Time for a bit of payback at St. James's. Then we have time for a feast at the Etihad. After that, we'll dish out a Cockney beat down at Wembley. Ooh, I like
have
it.
Livramento for that game. That could be huge.
Yeah,
He was really. That's only been his only pretty good game this year.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not sure we should be back. I'll talk about it later on in the spaces, but
Yeah, it's becoming an issue now. Yeah,
he's freaking injured again.
That's because Howell's not managing.
It could just be a knock. We don't know.
Yeah, Howell's not managing him right, man. You can't play a guy coming off an injury like that back to back, Martin. We talk about this all the time.
I don't want to drop £8 million on a guy who's out more than John Stones at this rate.
Yeah, but that's why I say in the spaces.
Fine. We don't know.
That's why you keep Nunes, because you're gonna have to manage him back, just like what Chelsea's doing.
23.
Remember, it's different keys for different locks, and Nunes is very valuable against a low block. I don't think Tino, you might want a more defensive matchup, but you definitely need Nunes to attack against a low block, just like at Crystal Palace where he was brilliant.
Big up, Nick. Hope you well. Hope Bobb injury doesn't fuck up the Savinho deal. We'll talk about that. I'm hoping and praying that we can hopefully 100% against Newcastle. We'll see. Big up, Nick. Big up, Blues. Yeah, I've just mentioned that the attendance was shocking tonight.
Maybe they knew Danny was going to be there, so they all stayed home.
25 months, mate. Big up for your continued support. Means a lot, mate. Thank you so much. And even though he's not on the pitch yet, you can see him here.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is a dream come true. All these guys deserve. All these guys around here.
Come on. Got the graphics back tonight. We're here. So big up. Plus, Livramento went off injured with his knee. Again, yeah. He's 23 and that knee's, I'm starting to think we need to look elsewhere on that. Right back. I don't know whether I'm interpreting myself as a dictator for many decades from a certain regime or whoa, what you on about? You and Governor get a room. So it's Spurs, United, and us in for the transfer of Savinho. Spurs ain't getting him, and United won't get him.
Spurs, United, and City, where he's going to pick us 100%. Isn't Liverpool kind of in the mix? That's the one I'd be a little nervous.
We'll come to it. We will come to it. I know it's your show. I'm delaying while I get Veta and everyone in here in a minute. Martin, are you happy with the job? Very happy with the job. I think it was the best job we could have asked for. Big up Savinho too. Don't you dare. No, Adam Quinn. No. I am not going to let you, Savinho, go tonight. You're not doing it when you called him number 26 for weeks. He drops that performance, and now you're going, Savinho's. No. I've got receipts. Yeah, Livramento is injured again. Adam Quinn, what have we got to say about Savinho? Jesus. Arcade commanded the back line, cushion off shaky first half, Cudwell in second. Recon Randers done well. Decoy runners, Phil and Savinho very good. I wasn't that impressed with Rico tonight. We won a Medi semi-final. Lucas, good point. Mute said Dylan, great insight, and I was on mute. I know. AO Pep Guardiola's confirmed that Oscar Bobb was suddenly sustained. Yes, he's got a hamstring.
That's
sad. Very sad.
Yeah, I wasn't the only one making a big deal. The AO's in the positive. It wasn't just me.
He's got to get Christmas. We're on the 17th of December now. We're into the Christmas week nearly. Sell Savinho. Yeah. Just a good win. Just a good win tonight.
No, it's happy with it.
Turkey played well. We got Newcastle. We're eating beef jerky on Christmas Day. I want turkey for Christmas. Get a room. Hope Bobb get better. Yeah. So Bobby's injured. It's hard to offload to loan now. Less chance to get Semenyo and Gay. Not necessarily.
I don't think Gay's related to Bobb though.
Not necessarily, because I think
he'll be back in the January time. He'll be back.
Great night for the January.
I feel like if we were gonna get Gay, Ake would need to leave. That's more. Oh, you mean the loan? Never mind.
Outside chance to do St. James's Park away. Get in. Yeah, I will be there for that one as well. I will be up for the old semi-final up at St. James's. Martin told you about Churka. I'm starting to fall in love with the fellow. Spartacus, good evening, mate. Semenyo for Newcastle Carabao Cup tie. I think he's cup tied anyway, I believe. As long as we've learnt from the last game at St. James's, we'll be fine.
Dude, we can even get the same result. That if we lost the first leg 2-1, I feel very confident we come back to the Etihad and win and take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we win by 2 goals at home. Because
Newcastle have a lot
we shit the bed at the Etihad.
offensive injuries, which could benefit us. Yes, it's like Watford last season, 27.50. Yeah, that's all it was tonight, 27.50.
Oh, and no one came. Oh.
Livramento injured again. Yeah. Forget Semenyo, Katie's cup tied. Yeah. The world is running down guys, and money at Christmas is tight. It is. I agree. Mid performance, but very good result. Oh, Jesus.
I never really felt that threatened by Brentford.
What do you want us to do? You want us to go into fifth gear? Brentford did jack. Well, they had 20 minutes in the second half where I thought we got tired, but we'll get into it. False 9 build-up with ball-playing goalkeeper was low-key cooking. Love your Christmas graphics. Did I make it? Yes. No, I didn't really. Arsenal versus City final will be huge. Lucky
there's a conspiracy theory that was the draw was a setup.
Big up, Magnus. Hope you are well. Do we have any potential update? Nope. Evening, Sam. What date is the semi? I will get that information for you, mate.
I think it's January 12th.
People who can't get away, this will be your chance. Yeah. I will be there. I'm on the cup scheme anyway, Nick. Excuse me, and I've got well more than enough points. 3 matches against Newcastle in about 5 weeks. Martin, rest up. Martin Ed's got Oil Brothers covered. That Oil Brothers month.
It's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely.
Get Javario Reed. Cade, they're not going to drop from him to him. Jesus.
Has anybody even watched Javario Reed play? It's like, go get him. Nobody's seen him.
13th for the 14th of January. Jesus, I'm going to be going up that area of the world twice in 2 weeks. I'm going to have Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland, yeah.
And then I'm off up to Newcastle. Jesus. I might as well just stay up there for a fortnight. It keeps like this also manager on Livramento like it did with Stones. Yeah, it's not looking good. Kafunas is a DM, giving him the Ballon d'Or. Kelster, what different keys? He has one good knee. Yeah, it don't matter about the keys.
It's just a theoretical conversation. Like if you brought in a Tino, like that's a different profile than Nunez. It's good to have both profiles. And don't forget, Tino does offer versatility. He can play left back. So, but if he can't stay healthy, then forget it.
Hussam has become shameless now. He's gone back to Hussam of 5 years ago, where he's just really hating on City now. And you can tell we're starting to get under people's skin.
Especially the Turkey bit.
Nice. Now everyone's coming back out now.
Especially the
Turkey. 115. 115 is now back out everywhere.
Yeah.
Because of, if you notice, when we weren't winning the title, you never got 115. Now we're in this sort of form. 115's coming out everywhere now. It's just like on Cube. Same with Exeter. We don't get a ticket. Exactly. We can't get there. £7.50 for children.
Wow. What a bargain.
£10 for adults.
Wow.
Do you want to go?
I wish I could be there that time of year.
Bob will never be the same again, sadly. But yeah, but we'll get into it. Anyway, right. I know there's loads of comments and I will come to it. It was a cold, wet one. I'm hanging my jacket up.
Phrasing.
That is dripping wet still. It was not good. Right.
It looked bad from TV.
Obviously, City 2, Brentford 0. We'll go through the older lineups. The lineups much changed as what we expected. The lineup was I was quite all right with it. Trafford in goal, Rico Lewis, Kushinov, Ake, O'Reilly, Tijani Reinders, Nico Gonzalez, Oscar Bobb, Ryan Jerka, Savinho, and Mikasa. And then on the bench was Haaland, Donnarumma, Foden, Charlie Gray, which we're going to talk about because I thought it was so nice to see him get on the pitch. Gavardio, Mafune, Bernardo Silva, Mateus Nunes, and Ruben Diaz. He's our number 3. He hates United and he loves City. Right. What do you think of the lineup? We'll start with you, Kels.
I was okay with it. My predicted lineup was a little stronger, but I was kind of intrigued with the false 9. It was fun to watch, and I was really excited to see Turkey in there. And I thought Oscar. I felt really bad for Oscar Bobb, man, because I guess we won't get into that. I'll wait to do that, but he actually looked like he was trying a lot harder, and then he got injured, so that was kind of a disappointment. But because on paper you're like, oh, Oscar Bobb, he's been passive in these games, but No, I mean, I was fine with it, man. I feel bad for Nico G, but Nico G, he'll get next week off, so he'll get next Wednesday off. So
don't do that, Dylan. It's not Sergio Ramos. No, don't do that, mate. Don't do that. I do worry about him breaking down. Listen, he was good second half, but he wasn't good first half. What did I say the other night? I'm not really bothered about Tino. This is one of the reasons Stones 2.0. Yeah, and the money they're going to ask for is not. It bothers me.
Yeah, if they lowered their price, then I'd take the risk. But
I will be getting a nosebleed. I'm going so far north. Ed, what did you think of the lineup? What you predicted? Less stronger? Did you want a stronger lineup?
No, I knew we were going to rotate, man, because of the position where we're in the league. You got to give some of these players a rest, especially like the likes of Haaland and stuff like that. So no, like I thought the team was good. I liked the back line. Against Brentford, you don't need to have a strong lineup out there for me.
We had a lot of like attacking and techie ballers, which I think you kind of need for the that block that they brought. I was a little surprised. What?
His kicking was diabolical tonight, Trafford. He was just
he had one good kick, but it went straight.
He was booting it anywhere tonight.
I was actually surprised Mukasa started and played the full 90. I figured Mukasa would come off the bench, so that was kind of exciting to see him start the game. He was okay, but a little better, you know. He definitely looked like an academy kid out there. But
Greg, I will. Great. It was a great. The prices were spot on. That's why I would go at the club. The fans, I get it's near Christmas, but I'd say it again. I've not seen the Etihad that empty in a long time.
Would you say it was the empty head?
It was tonight.
Ooh.
It was tonight.
Well, to be fair, the Brentford section looked pretty empty too.
Oh, yeah, but Brentford didn't bring shitloads. They had level 3 and they didn't fill it. They didn't fill level 3.
Even the front looked empty from TV. I mean, TV, I think they tried to fill it in for TV, but there were definitely a lot of empty seats.
Yeah, listen, we want to win our rivals crowd at 115, cheats, oil money, etc. means we're rattling them. Exactly.
Yeah, anyone see that tweet this morning that said, "Oh, I've heard the inside info City are getting a 20-point deduction plus relegation," and I was like, I don't think it would be both.
So. Right. I mean, obviously, it was very, very weird tonight because Brentford just sang for the first 10 minutes football in a library. And it was football. There was no atmosphere. There was nothing until the Cherky goal.
Oh, what a goal too!
And it was. I don't know about you. I felt like Brentford came in that first half and were. Did anyone else feel like they were trying to play for penalties from the get-go?
They were pressing it seemed like they were pressing in the first half.
Not really. The only thing Trafford had to do first half was that free kick from Kushinov's silly challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like they were pressing though a little bit, but
I think Brentford
Spartacus just threw a grenade in.
Yeah, I think Brentford definitely had some moments there. I think with some crosses into the box and stuff, but I don't think they were playing for penalties. I just think because also remember they made some changes to their lineup as well. So
that was virtually their 11 by one or two.
Was it?
I was shocked that Thiago didn't play, and he wasn't even in the squad. I don't know if he was injured or if he had a yellow card suspension or something, but I was shocked he didn't play because him and Schauda together was what would have made me nervous in this game. And even Schauda on his own made some good runs.
Because it would have been Kelleher. Kelleher would have played.
Kelleher, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the one. But they played a few of the first. I mean, I think we did as well.
See, Brentford made 6 changes. Yeah, 6 changes.
Yeah, because usually I think Hickey is one of their. Is that his name? Hickey or whatever. Who am I thinking of? Yeah, there's a couple of their guys I think that play. Knitting.
Listen, big up to Knitting. Knitting and a few others have disappeared since we've gone on a winning run. They only appear when we're losing. They don't like it when we're winning. Unfortunately. No, big up Knitting. 2 legs with Newcastle guaranteed injuries.
Oh, boy. I don't know about that.
Right, okay, we'll get into it.
Well, at the rate they're going, Tino might get injured again.
Was there any... I mean, I thought it was a bit of a nothing first half, if I'm honest, apart from obviously the goal. And the only other talking point was obviously the cushion off tackle. Now, I need to see it again because I'm obviously not seeing a lot of it. I'm not going to lie, I've not seen them all.
You said it wasn't a foul. You came into my chat.
Who said it wasn't
not
a foul? Who said it wasn't a foul?
You did. You're like, not a foul.
Which one?
The Hussinoff one.
No, that was a foul. No, I just went,
I know why you said too. You're like, that was I told you so.
But no, for me, I think it is up to the ref discretion. Remember, there's no VAR. I think
I love the way.
I knew exactly what you were doing there, Mark.
Carry on, Ed.
No, I'm just saying there's no VAR, so it's up to the ref discretion. This is, that's how football has been played out for a lot of times. It's up to the ref discretion for him if the touch was away from the goal or towards the goal, and he felt like the touch was away from the goal. I think on Hussinoff's part, it was a reckless challenge, especially when you're the last man in that type of situation. But that's also why he's playing in these type of games as well. I know it's a quarterfinal, but you want him in these games, if he's going to do stuff like that, to be in the cup games and in the league game. So this is where he needs to develop and learn, and this is why we're saying for the league and stuff. This is why Pep does maybe have some hesitancy putting him in or subbing him on when a lot of these games are must win in the league.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I think
welcome to
by the way, gentlemen. He seems to make a mistake early in a game. A lot of times it results in a yellow, but then he tends to calm down. Like he was much better in the second half. And
yeah, he was. Yeah.
See, that's what I was telling. That's a grenade Spartacus threw in.
Andre, 100% red by Kushov, got away with it, and a fantastic second half, strong, fast, quick. Spartacus is showing the English atmosphere dig around. That's because his football's piss poor that he watches. What happened? This is what happens when you play real ballers like Cherky and Foden. I love those two, by the way. That combination is becoming my favorite combo. I know over in the States you like peanut and jelly, or jelly and peanut, but peanut
butter and jelly.
Yeah. You
know what? I just appreciate you trying to make us feel comfortable, man. I appreciate it.
You see what I did there? You didn't like what I did there, Tariq. I was trying.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
No, I think they feed off of each other. I think Phil has been waiting for a techie baller to play with like that. And
stop that! Don't use language like that ever again, Kelsey. We're not doing that sort of language on the Mancunian way. We're not doing techie baller and all that sort of language. We're not doing it.
It's too much LB for you.
Okay.
Techie baller.
Okay, how about I think Cherky or Foden really appreciates having a player of equal technical ability on the team with him.
Sorry, I am an unk. I know I'm an unk, and I'm very old, but I can't be saying. This is why I tried it a couple of weeks ago. I said bro and all that. And it sounded like
say bro.
I was going, you know what I mean, bro? I know what you mean, bro. I was like, no, can't do it. Also,
it was really fun when when they were doing the triangles with Rico Lewis in there too, because he was trying to get into the tech off as well. Like that was kind of fun.
Do you know what? I love this by Pear. You like listen. I am like Moses. If you're religious, you know what I mean. I throw it all out, and eventually they listen and they follow.
Wow.
It takes a little while, but they do follow.
Yeah. Uncle Martin was correct again.
I said about Bernardo Silva. Said about Kushner. He's going to be a fabulous footballer. But the reason he's not starting games is because of the tackling. He's just got to calm it a little bit.
Was that directed at Kels?
Pardon?
Who was that directed to? Kels?
I think it was the comment he had up.
That was just my comment.
It was also directed at me.
No, listen, I think I've said this. I think Kushnov is going to be a top defender for Manchester City Football Club. Mm-hmm. I just think he just needs that little bit of.
He hasn't even done a year yet.
No, a little bit. No, just that's why I said he's going to be brilliant.
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement. That's what I'm saying.
He needs a little bit of finessing, that's all. A little bit of pepification. Is that the right word? Pepification?
He needs to be the...
Someone else having a beer?
No.
Well, yeah. I heard something open.
I know it's Christmas, guys, but wow, you're all on the... what's going on
the beers. I don't have to work today, so I'm enjoying it, man.
No, he doesn't. Surely he doesn't.
That is the line. If that happens, I'm not supporting the club. That's a.
I would not support the club, but I'd be having a protest outside.
I'm sorry. That for me is I'm out. I can't do that. I'm out.
Listen, if we get
until he's gone, then I'll come back.
Right, go on then. So what did we were asking about the lineup? So you all up with the lineup? So go wherever you want. It's your show. Spot on.
Go ahead, Vader and Tariq. We kind of touched on the lineup. You guys can share on your thoughts on the lineup.
Just while you're in your press conference room.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Let me get my water like Pep. You know what I mean? Take a little sip.
My fermented water.
The lineup I was calm with. I did a match reaction, and I talked about how we making the 7 changes was balanced, right? Like Pep didn't do 10 like the madness in Leverkusen. He did 7, and the 7 you kind of saw. He kept some consistency with O'Reilly in defense. We had Nico Gonzalez to still be in that midfield. And then we also obviously had the control with Shirky. Like, this is where I often get my back up against the wall and I'm ready to fight against the City fans that are crashing in on Pep for his decision-making. He can get things wrong, but when I hear them talk about he's so set in his ways, he's stubborn, he doesn't change, I'm like, guys, he made a mistake. Let's not blanket him and say he's going to do this for the rest of the season. He tweaked this, and I think it was important because we were all saying these players need a rest, and where is it coming from? None of us wanted to lose this game, right? So the fact that he put the confidence in this 11 that played, I was really happy to see it. I wasn't even stressing at all with Trafford. I think Trafford is a good keeper. He just happens to have to play behind Donnarumma. So if he's going to be like, I want to play first team ball, then unfortunately he's probably going to have to move on. But I had no issues with him in net. And yeah, the way we played was good. Brentford had no bite. Like, they really didn't. I know that they had some chances trying to go over the top and tried to get some cutting through passes. Kostanov obviously showed his pace and cut one out. But they were like so non-threatening. And I was very surprised by it, especially for the 11 that we started. I thought they would have had a battery in their back. But the 11, I was like, yeah, okay, let's go and get it. If there's anyone that really surprised me, and I was like, also, again, very critical when I watch, it's Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis has been under the microscope for many. Many don't think he has the quality to be at City. Is he a right back? No. But Pep had him at right back, but he was inverted pretty much the entire game. And if I'm going to say anything, because I am going to watch this game back, because I like to do that myself, I think we still miss passes for him. We were missing passes for Reinders, even in that pocket. But all in all, I was good. That's me rambling on.
I thought he was decent tonight, by the way, Reinders.
Yeah. I said he got an assist on the Turkey goal.
Yeah, I think he
Savinho one.
I think he had some good through balls. A lot of times he connected the midfield to the attacking, but I still saw elements of him losing the ball recklessly or getting budged off the ball in midfield at times too. So, the good with the bad, right?
Yeah.
Got to take them both. I think as far as the lineup is concerned, it was again, I think, Vader, you called out, it wasn't a full 10, and maybe it was very similar to the lineup we saw the first time against Leverkusen, but some of those players have had to play more frequently, or more recently, I should say. So, of course, Nico G's he's the constant, but then Cherky's been playing a lot recently. Savinho's had to play a lot recently. Reinders has played a lot recently, and so, of course, Savinho's going to get even more game time coming up. So it's a very much a second 11, if you will.
Yeah.
But enough of those players have played together enough that it didn't feel completely disconnected, discombobulated. There was still a little bit of flow and rhythm to it, and so that part is what I would have hoped for, right? Enough substitution, enough rotation that people can be ready to go on Saturday. So now we just got to give. And Gonzalez came off early. Nico G came off early. Cherky came off early. O'Reilly came off early. So people who have typically played almost every minute, they at least came off early, even if they did play.
And Tariq,
and
I
Bernardo only
hated
played limited minutes too. He was very good when he came on, but I would prefer, that's a great way to utilize him.
Yeah, Bernardo.
You know what?
Had a nice short cabio.
I am. Do you know why? Because I don't know why, but I wanted this Carabao Cup.
I do too, man.
This is my trophy that I want. I want the league, of course I do, but I want the Carabao Cup back.
We haven't won it since
Newcastle.
21.
We got Newcastle, right?
Yeah. But that's
Second
why.
leg at the Etihad, Tariq.
And I don't know about
You know,
you. When City get into a semi-final, I just think we don't balls out many semi-finals.
No, because it's usually in a very compact time of the year.
True. I've missed me Wembley days. I need to get back to Wembley in March.
We got to get the final first.
Off to Wembley. And not only that, I've always said with this competition, I think it gives you that kick on to the second half of the season. And I think it will give us the edge over Arsenal going into that second half of the season. Because when you have that winning feeling, you just bounce to the rest of the season.
Well, you become addicted to it.
More. You want more of it.
Yeah.
And not only that, people are going to say typical City here. Would it not just be typical City to come back after last season and win 2 trophies? It just would.
Yeah.
It'd just be so us.
Also, I think this group of players, like some of these players just have never won anything. And I think they need to know what it means to win. Like, I don't think Turkey's ever won anything. Nico Gonzalez, Nico O'Reilly, Savinho. Like, I mean, with City at least, they might have won other things at their clubs. But like, this could be like our FA Cup that propelled us to the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like it's just this group of players I think really needs it. And
no, I think
maybe some of the veterans need a little kick up the butt too, to be like, oh, I forgot what this feels like.
2011 FA Cup win propelled us into the league.
Facts.
Season after.
Yeah, it did. And we want to see Bernardo lift a trophy as a club captain.
Yeah, I think that'll be good on his way out the door.
We want to see him.
Right, hang on. Which one's going here, me or you, Vader? Because we both looked up at the exact same time and went, "You what? Which one's going?"
I was surprised to hear it. I was surprised to hear it. I was surprised to hear that comment, and 2, I was surprised to hear the voice that said that comment. But,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, what? Where's that come from?
But it's all good. No violence tonight.
We need to see a captain lift a trophy, man. We didn't get to see Kev do it, so I want let's have Bernardo do it.
I think, is there racism involved against Kusha? The commentators always seem to pick on him. Huh?
I listened to the game. I wouldn't say that the commentator was doing any dog whistling or suggesting anything racist wise. The one thing that is consistent though is because of Kostanov's debut, right? Because of that debut, everyone brings it up. Everyone reminds us that he's had moments like this. And it also doesn't help, and it's just the way he naturally is. His expression on his face is like, oh, damn. Like,
well, I think he kind of knew. I kind of, that was a little close. I didn't, because he thought he was going to get the ball. And when he doesn't get the ball, it's like, But no, I'm with you. I didn't think it was racism. I just thought I agree 100% with Vader, though. They do have a tendency to go back and want to relive and relitigate all the things that he's done, especially that debut. And they refuse to see him as anything other than that debut game and that mistake and that situation. And it's like, at some point, grow up or be better. Stop being lazy. Do some more research. See how he's played more recently. And again, that's kind of hard because he hasn't been playing a lot. But towards the end of last season, there's other things that you can look at as opposed to always going back to that debut game.
True.
No, see,
I do want to say this.
I'm not at the commentating.
Yeah, I would say no. I would say no. But I do want to say I hated the fact, especially because we don't have Doku for a while. I hated the fact that Oscar Bobb had to come off that pitch. I haven't heard anything. I haven't seen anything posted yet. I hope it's just something muscular, maybe something minor. But him having to come
tonight.
Early indications are suggesting a hamstring, but
yes, a hamstring,
not confirmed.
Hey, we got an Arsenal fan talking about the 5-1. My God.
Yeah, and I stand by this comment I made. I would not count Crystal Palace out in a one-off game because everybody knows if Wolves can walk into the Emirates and low block you, and you need 2 own goals to beat Wolves. Why can't Crystal Palace walk in and low block you? And you're going to rotate. You lack quality. Arsenal lack quality going forward, and they struggle against a low block. So I would not assume that Arsenal are going to win that game. I would not count Crystal Palace out at all. And Glasner is very good in cup competitions.
That's a good point. It's a really good point.
Is that my ring?
That was the Jeopardy. Or no. That was a Wheel of Fortune.
Big up Dash Smash, by the way, for the 31 months. You, sir, are superb. Thank you so much for your continued support. It means so much.
I'm emotional. I mean, this is a dream come true. All these guys deserve. All these guys are on here.
Big up Dash Smash. Cisco, thank you. We need to remember Cushman has not had a lot of professional minutes. He'll take time. Exactly. That's exactly what I've been saying for months now. You're just going to take
theory.
time.
Do you think a loan might benefit him to play a little bit more regularly and where the pressure is not as high as it is at City, or is that not an idea at all?
I don't think it's an option because of the depth that we lack.
I think it would have been good, but I mean, but the reality is we sent what's his name?
Victor Hayes.
Well, yes, him, but went to Inter. No.
Oh, Echeverry.
Okay. No, it's okay.
No.
Center back. Used to play at right back. I'm having a really Akanji. We sent him out, and you think that if you're going to get rid of him, that Kuzanov is going to get minutes. But he hasn't been healthy, and then 2, when he has played, he's got these little moments that you can't trust him just yet. You gotta pick your spots, and it's these types of competitions, these types of games. And so unfortunately for him, he's just got to get back in there and develop some consistency. But that only is going to happen when he plays consistently, and that's iffy at best.
Hamstring. Okay.
Right. Obviously Oscar Bobb went off with an hamstring injury. I do feel for him. I absolutely do feel for him. It was sad because he went straight down the tunnel. He wasn't happy. I just felt for him tonight, and it did feel like that was the end of his City career walking off that pitch. There was that sense of, that might be it now, which is sad, by the way, because I was getting messages straight away, and we all said the same thing. So sad.
Yeah.
There was no joy in the end. Everyone was like, wow, that's just... It was crazy. Did anyone see the injury? Did he just pull up? Because it was off the ball.
It was after the shot.
It looked like they were playing without his knee, and I got a little nervous because they were doing the knee mobility thing, and I have PTSD from when they did that with Rodri. So
listen,
my head went to the wrong place.
Quinn is Chris in disguise. He's Chris, who used to be the Arsenal fan. He's got banned. He's come back as a new person, and he likes to come in City chats because he likes to see what winning things is about. Because he can't go in many Arsenal chats to see that. We don't send Cuz on loan. Listen, again, I think Kushner will be fine.
No, we're still commissioning the statue. Don't worry.
I think that was part of it. I think people don't allow players to develop anymore. They've got to come in and become prime whoever straight away. And
did I just freeze?
So no, I think Martin did because
Okay.
I was looking to see if anybody else was moving. I thought it was me.
I was like, wait.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
it's Meg. It's when I don't put my Ethernet in. People forget he hadn't played a lot of minutes for Lons. We bought him 6 to 7 months earlier than we anticipated. Still a young lad. He's going to make errors. I think we've just got to. I think because of the situation we were in last year, there was all this pressure. And everyone's like, I get it, you want him to do well, but he's still a young lad. He's developing. And I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be a baller for City in years to come. So I don't have any qualms about Kushner. The only qualm I have is just let the lad develop. Let him develop. But Oscar Bobb, yeah, I just feel like it was the end. Because people are asking, is that going to stop the Savinho deal? Well, no.
Oh, because they're assuming the Savinho deal had a
it doesn't
Oscar
hinge
Bobb
on-
as a make weight. I mean,
Yeah, no, there's no hinge on Oscar Bobb going out for Savinho. You just sell somebody else.
Maybe Tarquin can explain the 115 since he's the expert.
He just don't give him attention. You know, if you want, take a picture with the trophies, see what they look like.
I have a picture of the trophies.
Yeah,
as do I.
Do what you want. You're the mods. If you get any names, yeah, it is crisp. Anyway, right. But I was going to ask, was it a red card? Do you think anyone think it wasn't a red card or was a red card? Not that bothered whether it was or it wasn't.
I'm not qualified to say.
Okay, well,
I don't think we would have gotten that as a red card given if it had been our attacker going through. I might have asked for it, but I don't think we would have gotten it, especially that early in the match. I wouldn't have expected it. So I was not shocked that they didn't give it, especially since they didn't have VAR. I personally thought it was probably the right call. But it was taking a risk.
I do have an update on Bobb. They think they're fearing it's a grade 3 tear.
Ooh.
They're going to have a scan. They've had one scan. There's going to be another scan tomorrow.
Does that mean surgery? Is it grade 3 surgically?
Grade 3, yeah. It can be surgery. Yeah.
Oh, poor Bobb, man. Poor guy. That's harsh. That's rough.
So, yeah.
Wow.
We will see. There is a slight update on Rodri, which I'll give out, but I'll do it at the end so you don't all freak out.
Well, you're telling us we're gonna freak out when we hear it. I was gonna say you just told me I'm gonna freak out. Now I've got to sit here and wait and stew in all of it and think the whole time. What is he gonna say? What is he gonna say? What is he gonna say?
That's because it's gonna dominate the conversation. If he
it was exactly this is why because I know it's gonna dominate and I don't want to say it that way. So you got to stay around.
The only thing I'll say about Rodri is he might play in the semifinals. So. Might. I said might. Yeah. He could be on the bench. How does that sound? He could be available for the semifinal.
When is the semifinal? It's in January or February?
It's like a month from now.
Oh, okay.
So we're hoping he's available. Yeah, let's hope he's available.
Getting Kushner. Anyway, the only thing I said about the Kushner thing, if that had been on the other side, I'd have been upset if that wasn't a red. If that was done on one of our players, I'd have been calling for a red card.
See, I guess I've probably seen it both ways.
Yeah,
because again, you did have Ake right there, which they would call the covering defender or whatever. But again, he did have a little bit of a lead, and so in theory, he could have gotten a shot off if his touch was good. So, I could see if they would have called it, but I'm not. Well, of course, I'm not tripping because they didn't. But I guess I wouldn't have expected us to get it if it was the other way around. I'd have been happy, but I wouldn't have expected it because I just feel like we don't get those kinds of calls.
No, I don't think we get to the final, and I don't want to say we're in the final. I want to give Newcastle the respect that deserve. Actually, take my shoe off. I'm getting cramp in my foot. It'll be Trafford in the final.
Yeah, I would think because Pep does that. He lets the keeper stay high. It's like the the goalie in playoff hockey or something. When you're hot, you're hot.
I mean, obviously we went in 1-0 at half time. You don't even think we came out sloppy that first 20 minutes in the second half.
A little bit ish.
I think we just matched the pace of the game.
Man.
I didn't think it was
relaxed.
Yeah, I didn't think it was sloppy. I think it just we saw what Brentford were about. I don't think we were really pressed. Like when we want to use the example, we didn't get out of first, second, or third gear. This was one of those games where it's just like we're just going about our business.
Oh my! It's already the Rodri thing's already dominating the chat.
That's why I was trying to avoid. I mean, obviously, then we got because I mean, one thing I will say, I thought Nico Riley looked knackered.
Yeah.
At the second half, he looks like he needs a rest now. Sadly, obviously, Ain't Nori, his other guy, is no longer here at the moment. And I thought Nico G looked tired.
Yeah. Well, we have Saturday and then we have a week off, so that should help everybody.
Yeah, that's good. They can have a little bit of a rest. Yeah, but I felt for O'Reilly. Me and someone were messaging during the game and we were like, they look knackered. Funnily enough, I thought Foden looked tired and he was only coming on as a sub at one point.
And he
looked a little bit tired towards the end.
Well, I think for him, I don't think the plan was to play him at all if he didn't have to.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
So I think you come on, do what you got to do, and then we've already planned to give Gray X number of minutes. Yeah, so when he comes in, we just give him that.
Oh, Martin is giving spoilers. Ooh.
No, that is actually
that
true.
One guy, his
wife is picking
the guy at Soto Tama. He's a Madrid
She is
fan.
picking up a surgeon's job in Madrid. Fans worldwide, United 3rd, Man City 6, Chelsea 7. What? Oh, right, I get you now.
Huh?
Why is everyone getting injured?
Because it's football. People get injured. They play a lot.
Bobb injured.
Hey, big up, Rose.
Savinho had a lot of crap.
Oh.
I thought he was great tonight. He won the most, by the way, completed the most successful dribbles, won the most duels, 11, and scored a great goal, despite, I got told, it was a deflection. Yes.
I don't care. That was a great goal. I don't care if it was deflected or not. We loved it, man. Savinho haters in the mud.
I think it's hard to say it's a great goal, but it's great for him. It's good to see. It's good to see the ball going. The only reason I say this is because it knuckled in because it hit off somebody's foot, or leg or whatever.
Take it, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's great that it's great for him that it went. As long as the ball goes in the back of the net, he kicked it. It ended up in the back of the net. The in between point A and point B, who cares? But I don't know if I could say it's a great goal when he didn't really intend it to do that. It just just score the goal, get credit for the goal. That's all I asked for. And hopefully no one. Yeah, I don't think anyone would say that it was a own goal in that situation. They didn't come back and change it, did they?
No,
I don't think so. Yeah, so good for him. Good for the kid.
The one thing I'll say about Rodri, it's not transfer related. So I'll just chill out. And then I think when it went 2-0, I think it just killed the game. It became a little bit of a training game then. It just kind of summed up the weather a little bit. It was a bit blah. I don't know. I came away tonight. There was no excitement about it. Great win.
Yeah,
comfortable win. I just didn't ever feel we were in jeopardy at the whole point of the whole game.
It was just a professional performance. We just went out there, we handled our business, and we moved on. Again, it wasn't like, oh, we played so exceptional. It was so exciting. It was so great. No, at the end of the day, it was a win. And we move on. Get the points, or in this case, it just advance.
Right. I'll come to who was your man of the match?
Oh.
Turkey.
I was gonna say you want to say
Turkey's my
Turkey
first
right off the
inclination.
top of my mind, but I'd have to go back and
Turkey,
look.
I could make an argument for Savinho.
I
had
mean,
a very
FOTMOB
solid
had Reinders with the highest score. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I thought Rangers had a very good game. I thought he looked good.
Good game.
Let's stop the Rodri's betrayed. I'm not saying here. Right, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh.
He came
Wow, don't do that.
He basically pulled up in training again with pain. He's had a slight setback.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Which again is why the contract's gone on hold. Nothing major. I don't know whether it'll come out in what, but he's just had a slight setback. That's all. He's had some pain.
Well, sometimes pain can just be like when you work out too hard and you're in pain the next day because you are rebuilding your muscle. Sometimes I'm not saying that's it, but it's
Are you serious?
in the realm of possibility. We'll just say that.
I mean, big up the name of Martin Glazer. Nah, Savio was whack. I mean, that's fine. You don't like Savio, but you can't say he was piss poor tonight when he wasn't. Come on. That's just, that's just hating that.
They gave him and Reinders both got an 8.5.
I thought they were both good tonight.
Yeah.
I thought they were very, very good tonight. No, it's just it isn't transfer related. He's just had to go up. He's had a slight setback. That's all.
Where was the pain? Was it his hamstring or?
Yeah, it's still his hamstring.
Mm.
Pardo Oaks, cushion up is a kamikaze pilot, gangbang wallop.
Okay.
Pep's comments on Shake was interesting. The goalie wasn't keeping him in check.
He said the same thing about Phil after the last game. I think he's just trying to keep you motivated. Don't let you get the big head.
I agree with that.
I did that to Turkey after he had that good game a couple of games ago. I forgot. Oh God. I just got a message from Steve. He said, "Congratulations on advancing to the final of the Carabao Cup." I'm like, okay, whoa, calm down.
Well, before we go on,
Steve Jordy. So
Newcastle, happy with that draw? Happy with the first leg away and second leg back at the 8-yard?
I'm happy with it. I've watched a lot of Newcastle this year. They're not a very good team. They struggle to score goals. I know they looked very sharp in that game that we played against them at St. James, but
don't do that, Kel. You said this last time and we got beat by them.
Well,
I agree with you, Kel. If you look back on their goals, one should have been offside.
You're jinxing it.
You know, but I like the draw.
A lot of Newcastle. I know a lot of people probably haven't, but I think we're playing a lot better too than we were. Because remember, that was straight off a break. We were kind of still. It was right around the Leverkusen thing. So the vibes weren't the greatest, but I think they're good right now.
I've also got some other transfer news that I will share as well.
Does this guy just wait for you to be a person whoever you're getting this info from? They just wait till you're on stream to be like, "Oh, here's all the updates."
No, I generally get emails. I've got enough. Let's move them on, guys. Jesus, let's calm down a little bit. This is why I was trying not to say it. We are all winning. We aren't showing no mercy. So, by the way, that's 6 wins on the bounce.
See, I think we're clicking, man.
Another clean sheet.
Yeah, clean sheet. And that was I thought Trafford had a nice game too. I should give him maybe
2 more goals. None of them involve the big man. We got the big man on the night off. What'd you give Mikasa? That's an intriguing one.
Mixed bag for me.
Yeah, some good, some bad. Yeah,
he was better in the second half, but first half he very much looked like an academy player. But I think he got stronger as the game got better or went along.
Where you at?
I mean, it was fine. I don't think he did anything wrong. He was just okay for me.
Tariq?
Yeah, I mean, he's a kid. What do you expect from him? He's pulling out wide a lot. So, again, playing more of a false 9. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just hard because we're so used to seeing Haaland up top and kind of being that target that you can play through. it's just different. It looks a lot different, feels a lot different. But I mean, I think he did fine. He's not pulling up trees or anything, but he did fine.
What do you think about the old Charlie Gray tonight? Lovely to see him. Pep's had some lovely comments said about him
Yeah,
tonight.
I was going to give him a shout out, man. You know, in the academy since 5 years old. You love seeing stories like this for them to come on and live out their dreams, man. And you know, he did look good. He picked up some good spots. You know, he did some nice 1-2s with the players out there. So it's always good to see that on cup nights as well.
See, I don't know if this helps Savinho sometimes, but I know why
he
he's
had
done
what
I know why he's done
players
this.
on the pitch at one point. That's pretty awesome.
I know why Savinho's done this. Let me just see if I can get the picture up. His wife's posted on Instagram. Let's see if I can get it.
Uh-oh.
I was looking while you're doing that. I was looking to see what fixtures are going to be around that match against Newcastle. Yeah. So for Newcastle, it's in between their match against Bournemouth and against Wolves. So they'll have Wolves after that match. They can, in theory, go strong and against us, and then go a little bit lighter against.
Well, I think Tyreek actually will go against that depending on where they're at in the league.
Fair. But I mean, you're in the semifinal. You're one, technically 2 legs away from being in a final. I think you got to go for it. If I'm the manager, we're going for it.
Don't do that, Governor. Charlie.
Also, they'll have Wissa this time, and we didn't have to face Wissa last time we played them. So
no, do you know what it is? I'm just gonna be because me included, we all went in with that little bit of arrogance into that Newcastle game, and we just waltzed into St. James's and slapped them. And I'm gonna go in with a bit more respect to them this time.
Like I said, I think we could lose the first leg and still advance in the tie because I have a lot of confidence in us.
Oh yeah, as long as it's a goal. Yeah.
Yeah, like if it was a 2, if we lost the first leg like 2-1, like I back us to advance at the Etihad. I really do. Because I just have a lot of confidence in our team right now at the Etihad.
Yeah, that first round, the first leg of that semifinal for us is after Exeter, before Man U. So we got the Manchester Derby. So we're gonna need our strongest squad after that match. But again, there's enough days in theory. There's enough days in between that because I think it's on the 12th. So I would assume that's a
and plus you rotate for Exeter anyway. You're rotating.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We're gonna play.
We can rotate, and we're playing the Exeter at home, right?
Yep.
So we can really. That's where you could see Mikasa starting that game, and maybe even Mafundi, something like that.
Andrew, stop it.
You don't have to read it out. You just read it in your head, and you hear yourself say it, and you're like freaked out, huh, Martin?
Take your baller, Brett.
It's like you don't even have to say it out loud. You just hear yourself in your head.
It will sound like LB when I do it. So take your baller, Brett. Big up, LB. Right, should we get to the transfer stuff? Right, let me pull it all up.
Yeah, might as well.
Right. Hugo Viana apparently is going to fly to the Netherlands to speak to Giovanni Reed's representatives.
Oh, I've never seen him play, so I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a wise decision. If this Tino thing doesn't work out, if that's the guy you want to make sure it's done sooner than later. You don't want to leave anything to chance for other teams to come in. You want to do your due diligence, get everything in order.
What it is, Newcastle are looking at him as a Tino replacement as well, which is very weird. And Martin Fernandez that we're looking at.
We've been linked to him before.
Yeah. The other one is the club have also opened talks with Milan Van Iwiki. Sorry, I'm going to butcher this name. Milan's Van Iwik, with the idea of signing the Dutch defender and then loaning him back to his current club. However, Bayern Munich and Chelsea both hold an interest as well.
What is he?
I don't know if Danielle is in the chat. He may know about him.
Is he a center back or is he a fullback?
Center back.
Wow, Reed is off.
That's okay.
What was the other one? They definitely want Semenyo and Gay. City have officially, City have now approached Bournemouth over Savinho. They've asked for the details on his release clause. So we'll see where we're at with that. They do want Gay. That may be the summertime because, as you've heard, Glasner would like to keep him until the summertime. So
yeah, and I think Gay he wants to get the best money available to him too, with the sign-on bonus and stuff like that.
Yeah. And what was the other thing? I'm trying to read because I've got. And Pep is not against moving Núñez into midfield from next season onwards.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you say that, but where is he going to? I mean, yeah, I don't think that actually happens. It sounds good, and it makes
like as a 6, as a what? As a CDM, like he was doing tonight, or
probably more like a Kovacic.
Which is why they were. I don't think they're going to get Elliot Anderson in, John. I don't think you'll get him out.
No, I never thought.
So I think they will look at other alternatives. The C Spurs are after our executive. Yes, I have seen that. Yes, so they're trying to nick our other ones as well. The other thing I was going to show you was this tweet from Savinho's wife. So when everyone says the players don't see anything, there you go. That's from his wife. With the shush emoji. Can we stop thinking that the players do not see and hear everything that goes on? I'm not saying you can't be constructively criticising the players, but maybe be a bit nicer with them. Because they do hear all this, and there are human beings involved. And like I said, the kid's only been here 14 months. Maybe he's like Doku. Maybe he needs a couple of years to get settled and going. We can't be giving up on everyone in things. Like Reinders tonight, I thought he was very, very good tonight. Agreed. But I will say, I also thought what made Reinders look better tonight, he had a little bit more space and room to perform in, so to move the ball around a bit more. I think it does. You said it about the different keys and different locks. I think it depends how an opposition sets up against you. I think that's what I find with Rico Lewis, and Pep mentioned this. If the players are doing sort of man-to-man marking, it's different because then you need the physicality. If they're doing the zonal marking, then it's different. You've got the space to move into at that point. So I think different people just suit different things, maybe. Savio has too much attitude for a mid player.
What?
Wife's got a point.
She absolutely does.
Good on her. Savinho is human. Back in.
Just leave that, bro. All right.
You've got a jump head.
Yeah. Have a good one, everybody. Big up the panel. Big up the chat. See you guys soon.
You coming in the space?
Later, man.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're running spaces now.
You gonna go till 7 in the morning again?
Yeah, we're running dailies. City are winning games now, and Martin's doing daily spaces now.
I thought you were done with spaces. I knew that was fake news.
You know what it is? I decided I had too many receipts that I just couldn't hold back on.
You know when an artist says this is my last album, or an actor says this is my last movie, this is what Martin was doing. He was getting everybody to.
Did 50 Cent ever hold? He said he was gonna never release another album. Did he ever hold to that? I don't know.
Can I type the defender's name? I'll have a look for it because they may have spelled. I nearly said the person. They may have spelled it wrong. Milan Van Ewijk. Look. Milan. And that might be his actual club. Van. Yeah, the guy at Coventry. Thank you. He's the guy at Coventry. He is. I will just get his details.
Oh, if he's at Coventry, maybe he's homegrown.
He's on loan at Coventry, or
he's a right back, Netherlands under 21. Believe it or not, Dash, people are going to love this. He works for his agency, is CAA Stella. If you know anything about Manchester City, CAA Stella is who they generally do a lot of work with. CAA Stellar is where City get a lot of their players from, agency-wise.
Nice.
You go on CAA Stellar's website, you'll see there's a lot of City people in there.
Speaking of a lot of City players, I did like how, I don't know if I'm assuming we all follow Manchester City on Twitter X, but I like how they had the little short videoette where they put all the plaques on the players that are making their first team appearances. Like, it was really nice.
I got another one after that tonight.
Oh, Ryan Jack's here. Mr. Oscar Bobb's here.
No, Mr. Do We Care?
Oh, yeah, that's disappointing.
Sorry. Do we care about tonight? You're damn right we do. Explain yourself.
To be fair,
coming in hot.
Do we care? Was more.
Martin was giving him shit in the space about it last night.
It was an open-ended question, and I gave my opinion in the video, and my opinion was yes, I do care, but it was more so to engage with the chat and see what people thought about the competition.
So you were clickbaiting your title a little bit there.
No, I mean, listen. I said in my video, if we're taking this Carabao Cup quarterfinal or the West Ham game, which one do I want the win more in? It's the West Ham game. I want the win on Saturday over the win tonight. So I think it's fair to say, do we care, as just an open-ended question for discussion purposes. Yes, of course I care. I would like to win every trophy available. But if we're ranking these trophies, this is fourth. It just is.
Okay.
So, Ryjack, so it's the Carabao Cup, right? For the last probably 2 or 3 years on Shades of Blue, I was calling it the I Don't Care About Cup.
There we go.
Because it was like, I need all the other trophies. So I understand what you're saying, but after last season not getting any trophies, I want them all again.
I love Vaya.
I want them all. You do have to think, I'd rather get eliminated in this early than have to play these extra games and not get anything out of it. You know, if we're going, we're going. We might as well win it now.
Yeah, go win it.
Semis,
yeah.
But we got 2 legs, and then we've got a final. By the way, why are we doing 2 legs in the semis? What is that? Just how it's always been? What's the point of that? I don't really get that.
It's always been that way.
Time for a change.
What? Why?
Well,
it's an extra game. We don't need it.
Well, when we make top 8 for the Champions League, that's 2 games off.
Correct, which I like.
So,
I like the idea of.
Then we'll just play them in the semifinal and win a trophy, and get this season going. Let's get this winning mentality back on track for these newer players who they need to taste. They need to taste the wine. It's time.
I would love to win this, guys. I don't mean to be stuck up and turn my nose up to any trophy, but let's be honest.
Do we
care?
care?
It is 4th on the list. I'm taking a singular Premier
Collins
League
needs
win.
to complete English football, and he needs to win a Carabao. You change. You become a dad.
Why is Danielle saying you look like a Games of Thrones?
Because he knows I'm the queen in the north. That's why.
Right, I know Veta's got a drop, so big up Veta. Go and give Veta Games TV a lot of love. When are you next live, mate?
I'm live tomorrow. Why always me? Probably around 4 p.m. UK time. So hopefully you get the notification when I do the thumbnail. All right, I'll send the link out. All right, take care, guys. Great show as always.
Veta Games TV a lot of love. He's on the road to 2K. Go and show him a lot of love. Right, Jack. I'm glad to have you in here. Did you shed a tear for your boy tonight? That it may be good night, Vienna.
Listen, guys, listen. Oscar Bobb for the first 20 minutes was, I don't want to say flying, but the boy was flying. It was old Oscar Bobb. He was back. He was aggressive. He looked silky on the ball. The shot, he should have scored. He should have made better contact with that left-footed shot, but the way he moves, I just am addicted to watching this guy play. And then he goes down, and I'm thinking, this is it. He's just never going to play for us again, is he? He's just done. Like, that was his last chance, even if it was maybe too late already. I was gutted, man. Guys, I was gutted seeing him come off. I was so ready to come on stream tonight with my Oscar Bobb kit on backwards like Ed.
I like that. That's match. We don't do big fish to fry. We fry all the fish.
Oh, I actually agree with you, Red Jack. I thought he looked like he wanted it. Because in the other games, he's looked a little timid, a little scared. He looked like he was trying. Yeah, I'm not a redhead, so I'm not sensitive.
I thought he was. I don't think he was flying at all.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. It was so early in the match. And again, when you haven't been playing, you come on and you feel like you have a point to prove and you're trying maybe a little too hard at the beginning. And so, yeah, it's unfortunate for the kid that he got hurt. The fear is, like everyone has said, is that he just doesn't find his way back to City and actually playing consistently. And he has to go somewhere else, because I do think he will thrive given minutes, but he's just not going to get that here, at least not for a while.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's
sad. I mean, it happens. Like injuries happen.
It's a compliment to you, that Coaster. Actually, I won't say what I'm going to say. Anyway, carry on.
Why? You can't offend me.
No, I was going to say, because she's actually quite a good-looking sub. Darsh, she's paying you a lovely compliment there.
Thanks. Big up, Darsh.
I think he's on Tinder now. What you starting, you Darsh? Calm down. What are you on about? He was average at best. Defend your boy, Rajat. Defend him.
I mean, listen, he only had 15 minutes. There's only like so much I can say about what he did, but he was making runs. I thought he was aggressive. A lot of times we see Bobb and he just gets the ball, looks, and he's patient, and then he, passes it right back to where he was. But I felt like he was chasing after balls. He was making runs into channels. I thought he was good. He made that I think it was Tijani who made a nice pass in behind for the chance he created. When he's one-on-one with somebody inside the box, he's got a very nice, I don't know what you call it, but like body feint sort of, where you think he's going one way, he goes the other way. And I thought it was nice. And then it's like watching Messi. Exactly, Cade. Exactly. They're basically the same player.
I think you Americans have seen too much of Messi over there, because that's not Messi that you're watching over there. That's Messi coming down. Prime Messi, behave. Doing it. He shit the bed on his shot. Come on, man. Great kid, but we need to move on. Right.
He did. I mean, a goal would have gone in. The entire office would have seen me stand up.
If that was Savinho on the end of that shot, you wouldn't have heard the end of it.
Are we on the I haven't heard any of the stream today, but we talked about Savinho and, is he back for goals now because he scored a 30-yard deflected shot?
I think what we said was basically we're happy. Well, what I said, because Kel said something different, but I said that I think
camp everyone's got in there tonight.
Well, no, I think that it's good for the kid that the goal went in, but I don't give him a ton of credit. Like, oh my God, it was a great goal, because I just don't think that was intentional. There was a deflection, but at the end of the day, he took the shot. The ball ended up in the back of the net. I think you take what you can get, and hopefully that him seeing the ball go in the back of the net gives him more confidence the next time he's in that position, and he just progressively gets better. Again, he doesn't have to look over his shoulder. He doesn't have to look over his shoulder and say, oh, if I don't perform, here comes Daku or here comes Omar Marmoush. So I think just build confidence every match, because he'll probably play again on the weekend. Mm-hmm. So just keep building your confidence. Do good things. G and A, either one, doesn't matter. Just keep building your confidence, and I think it'll go a long way for helping get him back on track.
Yes. Echeverri, they are trying to sort out.
Oh, yeah, Girona.
I saw that.
He just wasted 6 months.
By the way, Raja, I'm going to pick you up on this. You just said, he had a 30-yard deflection shot. 1 goal, 72 touches, 30 accurate passes, 86 pass accuracy, 11 ground duels won, the most, 8 recoveries, 7 successful dribbles, the most in the whole game, 7 touches in the opposition box, 6 passes in the final third, 3 tackles, 2 shots on target, 1 interception, 1 goal, 1 accurate, 1 ball, long ball.
Okay.
Bit more than just a deflected 30-yard shot, that.
Let me clarify. My main point is, our issue with him is he can't finish anything. And I don't want us to say, look at Savinho, man, he got a goal, beautiful. But when it was, all right, it was a deflected goal that it's not going in if it's not deflected. Like, we still need to see some consistent goal scoring. The guy's got 5 goals in his City career in like 60 games. I mean, we need more goals.
Bob higher than him then when Bob hasn't got that?
Bob hasn't played as much time.
He has. We figured this out the other day. He has actually. He's played virtually similar. They played similar minutes.
I see it more with Bob. It's more of an eye test thing with Bob personally. I mean, I do want more G&A from Bob for sure. But again, this is really Bob's first year. Truly, where I would, last year would have been his first year. This is Savinho's second year. So I do have some higher expectations for Savinho, and we would hope for improvement in terms of goal output this year, which we haven't really seen yet. Yes, he scored today, and that's awesome. But again, I would like to see some consistent games of scoring more than just an occasional deflected shot. Like he went around the keeper at the weekend. I would have loved to see him just shoot and score. He went around the keeper. You should have seen my chat. They were like, good thing he went down because he wasn't scoring around the keeper. That's how people feel about this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I mean. I think it's become an agenda, which is why his wife's come out and told everyone to shut up tonight.
And then for one, he goes out celebrating, doing this, like, where are my haters, whatever. Like,
he's not helping himself with that.
I don't think that was exactly necessary. It's not like he just scored a worldie. Like, could have been an own goal.
Pretty nice.
Oh, come on. I think you're being harsh now.
I don't think it.
I think Golazo, you got to talk wrench.
That's coming across as I mean, each to your own. But by the way, on the you say he's had more. Oscar Bobb has had 9 appearances in the Premier League this season. He's had 467 minutes, played 90 minutes against Wolves, 75 Tottenham, 90 minutes Brighton, 3 minutes United, 28 minutes Burnley, 76 minutes Brentford, 31 minutes Everton, 61 minutes Villa. Because I did this the other day, that's why I know. Oscar Bobb in the Carabao Cup has played all games apart from today, where he only got 19. He's got 0 assists, 0 goals. He's got 1 assist in the Premier League, 0 assists, 0 goals in 3 appearances in the Champions League as well. Then we go to Savinho, 12 appearances, 2 assists within the Premier League, and he has a total of 444 minutes. So he's played less minutes than Bobb in the Premier League.
To be clarify, I meant in their City career, because Savinho played a ton last year. We got basically no Bobb last year. I'm expecting preseason Bobb to return, and I know people will shout, it's just preseason, doesn't count. They still played, and he was our best player in preseason 2 years ago before the leg break. So I'm hopeful that I can see that form return. At no point have I ever seen a solid goal-scoring Savinho, ever. Everything else, I think, is pretty good.
No, I hear
just
that,
improvement there.
I'm not going to press you. I'm trying to understand. Why does Oscar Bobb have worse stats, less minutes than Savinho, and gets the leeway? Savinho has better stats, less minutes, and gets the hate.
I'm not hating on Savinho. I just think he needs to be a better...
In general. Because when he's doing that, because people are not saying you, by the way, or anyone in there, Savinho is getting nasty stuff sent to him, and his family are getting nasty. And by the way, I'm not saying, don't should all do it. So I don't believe any player should get that.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is, why is it one rule for one and the other one's not got to get it?
Well, part of it, I mean, we all know part of it is that there was the potential move to Spurs in the summer. Part of it is that, for sure. Part of it is the money that was thrown out reportedly online that we've seen. It doesn't help him that there was a potential move of massive money for the club where people thought we were also getting an upgrade in Rodrigo, which whether or not it would have been or wouldn't have been, people just remember that. That doesn't help Savinho. And then he has all these moments where he hasn't played well this season, a lot of games. There's been some games where I think he's been good and solid, and that's great. But every time he drops a 6 or a 5 where, he's lacking in terms of shooting, people just hop right on that. Man, we should have sold him when we could have.
So I don't know.
That's part of it.
By the way,
I don't know if he wanted to leave. I don't know if he wanted to leave or not. But what I do know is because if you shameless plug for Shades of Blue, but we had an interview with Jack Gaughan, and Jack Gaughan said that number was never like on the table. There was never a official 70 million pound offer. It was never there.
I've been saying it for 4 months and no one believes me. Jack
well,
Gaughan
you got to give your own self your
it.
shameless plug, Martin. You got to shameless plug your own self. I got to no, but it actually said it never happened.
It's never happened. That bid never came. This was Fabrizio bullshitting everyone, and everyone fell for it.
Well, regardless of if the offer came or didn't come, it was out there online, and that's what people hang on to.
Did you know Docky tried to go to Barcelona in January? Rodri's trying to negotiate moves out to Real Madrid at the minute. That's what agents do. Agents are continuing.
I would agree. His agent didn't.
Rodri's trying to go to Real Madrid. I heard that.
No, but
I heard it too.
What I'm saying is, it's the. You can't just kill a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old because his agent's trying to make.
No, I agree. Me personally, I don't want to speak for other people. Me personally, I would like to see Savinho take the next step in his development, which is scoring more goals or having an ability to put the ball on target where it's like, wow, you didn't hit it with like you were a child or something here. Wait, the ball is actually traveling with speed towards the goal. We're shooting with purpose here. And yes, he scored a goal tonight. I still would like to see like an actual real goal.
No, but I'll tell you what gets on. This is not you. I'm talking general now. So don't think this is you. I'm talking general. Like you just said, Savinho won that penalty, and everyone's popular. Well, he'd have missed it anyway. If that was Cherky doing that, and Cherky had been fouled in the box, very different reaction comes out. What a baller! Cherky wins as the penalty. Taki baller.
Yeah, Savio, that should have been a pen. That guy just hates us. He's never given us a pen.
It's a bullying thing. I'm not, but the fan base has started to bully Savinho. I know for a fact. I know people who was there on Sunday. Savinho got a standing ovation off the away crowd at Sellers Park.
I love the fact that when we get into Savinho conversations,
Spartacus
pops up, and not only does he pop up, but it says Savinho Defense League in his title. So I just love that because the timing is so great. So big ups, brother.
Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing?
By the way, should Bournemouth now be slagging off Savinho because he's been touted around the whole of the Premier League? It's football, guys. It's businesses. It's what happens.
You know what? Savinho could have helped himself a bit here if he was not interested in the move at all. He could have made a Twitter post and said, hey, guys, all this is rumors. It's nonsense. I'm 100% committed. And we never really got that. So he could have helped himself a bit.
Do that? How many players really do
I think there are players who would do that. Like, it'd be great if Rodri did that right now, but he's not at the moment.
So why is that? No, again, I'm not saying this is my problem. People, and again, it's not. I think people have got to stop. People are doing the player FC thing for me, and this is why I keep saying it. People are looking at players, and they go like they're hurting them. This is gonna sound awful, Les. The players don't give a damn about us lot. It's a job. Oscar Bobb goes off to Crystal Palace and gets 60 grand a week. You think he's caring about Ryjack? He sat there going, I'm off to enjoy Palace, boys.
I'm buying an Oscar Bobb Palace kit.
It's not. It's just not going to.
Before a Chris Richard one, you fake American.
I keep saying this. This is not the way. Footballers don't know who you are. They don't care who you are. They'll do all that and they'll love you when you're here and they'll kiss the badge and they'll do all that and then they'll jump. The same way we do in our jobs. Someone comes along with a wheelbarrow load of money and goes, here you go, guys. You don't go, I'm going to be loyal. You go. We've got to stop thinking these players are fans. They're not.
No, I think the only ones that, have that level of dedication to the club are the ones that have come up like a Charlie Gray, been, through the academy, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11 years old and played for many years there. So I'm sure there's an attachment there, but even those players get to a place where you have to say, okay, it's time for me to move on for my career's sake. So I'm not, I want to say naive enough to think that it's
all opinions, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to an opinion. If you don't like a player, that's fine. Absolutely fine. But if you're going to debate me, I'm going to come at you with stats and facts. So if you're going to go on the Oscar Bobb trail, I'm going to give you Savinho's had less minutes than Oscar Bobb, and he's produced a lot more.
And also, if you go and actually let's go and look at the games where Savio started, I would say that he had 2 or 3 at best bad games, which was the Brentford game, where he was bad. I think Aston Villa, but the whole team was bad in that night. And I think that's it. And Bayer Leverkusen, but again, everybody was bad that night. When you go to good games, I think Burnley he was good in. I think Huddersfield he was very good in. I think Villa he was very good in. Villarreal he was very good in. Everton very good in. Today, very, very good. So this thing on Savio, it's not really honest conversation on that one. You're expecting him to be a prime Mahrez when he's 21, when not even Mahrez was a prime Mahrez at 21. Bobb is not going to be that. Like, I get that sometimes it's frustrating because it's
Play
perceived that
nice in
he's
the
getting.
chat, by the way. 1 minute. Play nice in the chat. It's an opinion. Play nice. We don't do that here. It's not true City fan, people. Bit more. I'm joking.
Shots fired.
You went all quiet.
Where's Vader with the sound effects when you need them?
It's too quiet
There you
up
go.
there in the middle. I'm trying to get a go in a bit. Come on, Kelster. Where's the fight?
I'm a little.
She needs fans of
I'm
the
a little sad
other
over
teams.
that Rodri news. You
You're
just hit me
too
with 2
quiet
bombas.
at the
I'm a little
minute. What's
sad.
happened?
Well, you said he's injured, and then you said he's negotiating with Real Madrid. I'm a
No,
little.
he's not negotiating. He wants. Listen, a Spaniard is always going to want. You always hear about the English players that could get to United or Liverpool because they grow up with that in their head. You ask any Spanish player, can I get to Barcelona or Real Madrid? They're going to want to do it.
You know what it is, Kels? They're
just
closing
life.
Pep's restaurant, and he's like, "What am I going to
Pep's
eat?
leaving.
What am I
Pep's
going to
leaving.
eat?" Well, no, he's like, "What am I going to eat when they close the restaurant? I'm going to have to eat fish and chips every day." And so he's like, "Nah, send me back to Madrid."
I'm not,
I just
listen,
want us to. I want us to win one more title for him.
well, I said that,
I
you
don't
know,
want him to
I
go,
said
so
that. I'll be honest with you.
hold him
want him to
hostage.
go.
Hold him hostage.
I didn't think
But I'm
Rico
also
Lewis
nervous. I
was
think we
great.
might have broken him, so I don't know.
No, I don't think
I'm
Rico
just
Lewis
very
was
sad.
great
And this
tonight.
whole situation just makes me sad because
No, but
he's
the
such
thing
a
with
damn good
Kelster,
player, and we missed his prime because we just abused him. And,
I'm going to do
okay,
this.
wrong
I'm
word.
sorry, Finch. That's what matters. Not this on the back. They go. They see you later. And they're not sat there shedding a tear for Kelster in the corner. He's off to go
Nobody
and get...
sheds a tear for me.
No, but
It's okay.
no, but, you know, he's off to go and meet, some Spanish, whatever. That's what matters. That's never leaves. I know we all want the best and we get it and everything else. But if the guy's not fully fit, listen, I think Rodri will be back. It just is what it is. Look, it's like, but we're doing it now.
I'm losing hope.
No, but like Dar's
That's
made
a
a
bad
point.
place to be in.
Semenyo's an Arsenal fan, very publicly an Arsenal fan. Arsenal are interested, but he's going to get more money at City and Liverpool. So why doesn't he turn us down and go to his boyhood club?
Wasn't Trent a Liverpool fan?
Trent's a Liverpool fan. He couldn't get out.
Trent was an Everton fan. Remember, we saw the pictures.
No, but
we saw the pictures.
It's a job. If you get offered 3, 4, 5, 6 times your salary, you're out the door.
Well, Eze went to Arsenal and got to go back to his childhood club. Why can't everyone else?
He was, mate, because the stats show that, and I've got eyes. Savinho was very good today.
Yeah, he was.
He was good tonight. I would agree.
Anybody saying he wasn't good, again, we know people have agendas. That's
He had
fair.
the most
26 was
dribbles,
on
the
it
most
tonight, boys.
successful dribbles. What we doing here?
26.
And they say it's fine, but it's when it's like when Doku scored against Swansea. I didn't even go, was a deflected shot into the corner? It was Doku scored. It's different. I want to say, no one sat there and went, this is my point. I'm not being funny. These games when Haaland has been stood in the box doing jack chat. I'm not bothering. I'm standing here playing musical statues. But it's Haaland, so we're not allowed to say anything.
But you know what's funny? Because we will criticize Mo Salah for the exact same thing. If he doesn't play well and he doesn't score, if he scores, then it covers up you know, oh, he had a bad game, but he scored, so nobody cares. There's times where our players don't necessarily have good games, and then they get a goal and it changes how we look at it, or they didn't get a goal today, so we look at it differently but they still played well. We have to look at it can't. There's more nuance than just goals and assists, right?
True.
There should be more nuance.
And
I mean,
maybe I came off harsh on Savinho, but I thought he was great tonight. I do think he was great. I haven't been convinced that he is now a goal scorer by the goal that we got tonight. That's all I.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair statement. I think that's fair. I think we're mostly addressing some of the comments in the chat. I think it's fair to say this goal does not mean that, all of a sudden he's this wonderful goal scorer again. No, or he will be or whatever. I think, hey, the fact of the matter is the ball went in the back of the net. He contributed to the match itself overall. And like I said, I hope that this is the start of him getting back to where he needs to be. Well, you know what?
Alan,
you put that in there.
Can you stop breaking news that I broke 35 minutes ago?
Alan didn't even prepare us. He didn't even give us any time to kind of get our minds right to address that.
No, sir, because Alan was in another channel begging to go on their show.
Ooh.
Get me on! Get me on!
He wasn't begging. Wasn't True City fan. I'll say that.
I've got to have a very serious.
He did that once, but that was months ago.
Always busy for me, never busy for somebody else. It's getting noticed, Alan. It's getting noticed.
I have a question. We need. I have it's a question / statement. I think we need to give Ryan Cherky a new contract ASAP, and is that in the works?
How much is he on? You're like, I don't even care how much he's on. Give him a new contract.
I feel like we
give
typically
him 2
do
more
that,
years
right?
immediately.
We do that like after they have a successful first season. Normally they get a new contract afterwards. I feel like Alvarez got one.
Alvarez got one at the World Cup. He wasn't even here 6 months. Yeah.
But we've definitely got a history of doing that. I'm certain of it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Savinho got a new contract. Rico, you know, all these
we've got
after his first year. So
talk about Trafford's atrocious kicking into nowhere today.
Martin, I said I'm not talking about the goalkeeper today. I said it on the chat. I'm not talking about
he made it. He had good saves. Let's give him.
James Trafford's kicks were coming down with snow on tonight. Don't you dare think you're getting away with it, sunshine. Because you're not.
I mean, that was Donnarumma levels of kicking. I'll be saying that. I think it might be rubbing off on them.
James Trafford was kicking into no man's land all that game tonight.
Very reminiscent of the first team keeper. Very reminiscent of it. I think that's how we're just gonna play in it instead of passing the ball, just stick the ball away. Yeah, Donnarumma is rubbing off on them.
Hey, we did say we want him to sit and learn, right? There you go.
He's learning.
The bad things, unfortunately. Just as a FYI, Cherky is supposedly on 175,000 a week. So
that high? Oh, I thought he'd come in at a low wage. But
so I don't think we need to do anything for him just yet. But yeah, normally we do bring people in much lower, and then like this says Doku is still on 50. I
would give Cherky more years immediately.
Oh, Jesus, let him get his feet warm under the table before we start upping wages out. He's only been here 3 months. Like, let him get 6 months down.
He's got to 2030, so.
Okay, he can get a new contract after Foden and Vardiol.
At least we
Trafford
didn't
is
put
class.
the shot on target today.
You watched the game then, did you?
Yeah. First shot on target, did not concede it.
Wow. Alan was too busy with his...
Trashford is harsh. He's kicking one. He had good saves. Everything that was kicked at him, he saved. So
Trafford had 3 out of 18. Trafford had
3 of 18
accurate long balls. Another outtake. See, Spartacus, the streets are remembering, my friend. The streets are remembering.
Look, all I'm gonna say as well is he didn't have the Norwegian midfield to aim at, right? He had a false 9 Cherky to challenge for the aerial battles. Only one person would be winning. Fair.
Is he supposed to hit Cherky like on the money? Cherky's not exactly
a target. We were quite little out there today. A lot of Not our tall hulks.
We didn't have
no,
that.
thank you.
G and Husinov and Mikasa were like the only tall people.
But by the way, no, that doesn't mean we're saying Trafford is shit. We know, yeah, we're having a
But
joke.
Martin,
Did you
you
just
do
compare
have an
Trafford to
agenda on
Ramsdale?
Trafford,
Oh
innit?
God, where's Steve when I need him?
You do
It's not
have an
point.
agenda.
That was
on Trafford,
Donnarumma.
Martin.
You'd be in this chat going crazy. That
Not
kicking was a
really,
troll.
no. Not really, no. I don't talk about Donnarumma's kicking. Like,
That's true. I do a lot of watch along with Spartacus. He never brings
Can't
it up.
catch Donnarumma, can't kick Trafford.
Martin, I've been told that the goalkeeper's main thing is about shot stopping. So
See, you're behind. We've already talked about Kushinoff.
Yeah, we met.
Daniela, right, this is how the Kushinoff section went. Martin was right, and he's been right for 6 months, and he was proved right again tonight, and everyone's now seen it, and everyone's seen the light. And then we established that I was Moses, and I have led everyone
Led us to the promised land.
to the promised land.
Ernest Moses.
Oh, and apparently I've got an agenda on everyone.
Agenda.
you do have an agenda on Trafford, Martin. You do have an agenda on Trafford.
I like Trafford.
No, he has an agenda on Nico G.
I have agenda on everyone, apparently.
On Haaland specifically.
And
Right.
and academy players.
We've got 5 more minutes before we go into the space, so floor is yours, guys. Whatever you want to talk about.
I missed out on this, but did you guys think that it was a red card for Kusanov? Because I think it was.
All I said was, had it been the other side, I'd have been screaming for a red.
I thought it was
Yeah,
No, you
close.
came into
for
my
sure.
chat and you said that wasn't a foul.
No, that was Predator who said that.
I think
No,
you did too.
I said, oh, it's not a foul, LOL, to Predator. I was just
Yeah,
responding to
I
that.
told you
Well,
that.
I said I didn't think we would get it the other way if it were us. So I'm not surprised that if there had been VAR, maybe they would have given it. I don't know. But it didn't feel like, because it would have been denial of goal scoring opportunity, right? Because he wasn't in the box. It would have been dog so. And I just don't know if there was enough there to say that that was a actual obvious goal scoring opportunity.
I think the fact that he had the ball under control and Kusanov was the last man.
Well, but Ake is like right beside him on the so it was like
behind him?
so slightly
Actually, they were both
behind.
up there, yeah.
They were. I think Ake and Kuzanov were about the same because they're both about a step, maybe 2 steps, step and a half behind the attacker. But they're on opposite sides of the player. So again, I think there's somebody there there's enough there to be like, I can't say that it's an obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Chris? I think the thing with me with Kusanov is I think he is the type of player who needs a couple minutes to
it was a
understand
risky
the flow of the game and the rhythm of the game, because he usually takes the risky decision of stepping up every time. And to do that, you have to understand the rhythm of the game and the patterns of play of the opposition very well. So he needs a couple minutes to be in that zone, let's say like that. That's why I don't think that he's getting a lot of minutes.
I'm reading some LB put cushion off. This lad needs a statue ASAP. You see how capable he is. Best centre back at City. What are we doing here? See what I mean? It's like craziness.
Also, I think Ake was great today, by the way. I think he was very good.
Brilliant. Don't know what you're saying. Again.
I agree. Ake was brilliant.
Daniele also left a paragraph before that.
FC. We're changing the name.
Daniele's building the statue.
To Kushinoff Sitter.
I think Kusanov was very good in the second half, yes. But this he got the rhythm of the game.
Yeah, he settled down. Once he settled down, he was fine. Even in the first half, he settled down and he was fine.
He hadn't played in a while. Like some nerves, maybe some rust. Should be
all right, well, we're off stateside now. Everybody's here. Let's go. Did
this turn into a space? You might as well send Alan the link.
This is multicultural now. Let's go with it.
Yeah, you've had
Well, we could have just called this American Blues with Spartacus because he does live in South America, but then your dad Pat. So now
she has a point.
Call it City Worldwide. City Worldwide.
Yeah, might as well call it City Worldwide now.
Yeah.
You gotta do it like Pitbull.
Yeah, good, thanks. How are you?
We should do it in the morning and call it a continental breakfast. Hey,
Well, there you go.
I tell you what, someone's going to nick these ideas and start nick. Look, Ryan Jack's like,
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
actually
straight into
have
my
the best
pot.
idea.
I'm having that.
Can I get my pen
Great
and paper
idea
down?
name for an American panel
I'm
show,
getting-
and it didn't get used. So
Yeah.
I thought you should
Well,
call
you know
the
what?
American panel
I'm
the
actually-
Yank and the Yanks, but that never got on.
Shocking player, find rhythm and plays well, Danielle. Cush is a proper defender. But then on the other side, he plays like an attack dog on a leash. He's getting a lot of red cards in time, 100%.
He's never gotten a red card for Man City, just for the record.
No, do you not?
Yes.
No, like I said, very good second half. I agree. My only issue is when he played for Uzbekistan, the last international, that tackle he did in the first half was reminiscent of what he did for Uzbekistan in the last international that he did get readied for.
Danielle,
So
he's gonna have
it's
a
in his
spate.
locker. We can't pretend that's not in his locker. And again, if that was Ruben Diaz, John Stones, or Nathan Aki chucking tackles like that in, the conversations are different. I just want consistency. I know that's me being in happy clappy land. Just, I said it in the ground. My son even said it. He said, that was Nunes. My God. There'd have been
mate.
There'd have been a riot. I don't get how one player can do it, becomes a bozo, another player does it, and he's lauded and get a statue up when he's been here 5 minutes. I just want the consistency.
Is it partly
I
that
know
there's not many Uzbekistan players, and like that's just kind of a I don't want to
What's
say
that got to
aura,
do
but
with
like
being a
cool factor for Kushnerov that he's from a place that we've never had in the Premier League, and I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. That's why people like him. It's just a guess.
No, people
Nice
like
to
him.
you, Martin. Right, I'll tell you what, we were going to do a space, but screw it. Do you mind if we bring everyone in then, guys? Your show. Right,
Yeah,
let's go.
I have to drop in
Daniela.
like
Bring them
10 minutes.
on.
Upstairs.
The more, the
Upstairs.
Right,
merrier.
here we go. Daniela, you want an argument? Let's go.
All right, it's theirs now, is it?
Alan, do you want to come on and be miserable? I know you couldn't get an LB show earlier on. Let's see if you can come on your own channel.
I think a lot of the love for Husinov comes from the fact that he's very aggressive and very. I think that
He's
that
rapid.
picture of him bleeding out, making a tackle for the French side that he played on, I forgot which one it was. That made everybody be like, "Yeah, this guy is gonna bleed for the team, and this guy's gonna be this great next Maldini." But he's not there yet. The guy's 21. We need to calm down.
Well,
No,
certain
Spark, the best thing
players
he's
in our
done so
team
far
said
is that
we
challenge
were
on.
a soft team, and
who
he
was
is
it?
not soft. So maybe people
Who was
just
that?
like
That one
that
against Chelsea.
nastiness,
The one against
Who was that
Chelsea,
challenge
mate.
you put on in the derby where he absolutely just rocked them off their feet? And I
Oh, I
remember
think
looking
it
at it,
was
I think,
Bruno
like, I haven't seen a
Fernandes.
tackle like that in a derby in about 10 years.
I think Bruno Fernandes.
You remember what I'm talking about, Martin?
Which one?
The derby this season. It was early in the game, whatever it would have been the first 15, 20 minutes. Kuznov put a challenge on one of their players. I can't remember who it was. Might have
Cunha.
been-
Cunha, Mateus Cunha.
Yeah. He
I'm almost sure it was
absolutely just went through him like that was the sort of challenges you saw from derbies from 10 plus years ago. Like, so I haven't seen a challenge like that in a derby in
We
about
kind of
10
need a
years.
little bit of that team. When they say we're a soft team, who said that? Was it Kev or was it Bernardo last season? Said we were soft.
Kev, but I think
Yeah,
Bernardo
well,
says
whoever
I
it.
think it
said
was
it, man, Kusanov is not soft. You know, you want to have a
Not
little bit
long
of
from
it.
the link. I'm
I
trying to get
think
the link
he
to
is
Alan. It won't
sometimes
let
a
me.
bit too hard, I think.
Once
Too
Alan
harsh.
goes, I'm out of here. We all know why. I'm out.
Right, just run it for a minute and my computer's frozen.
But I
We
that
already
pays
froze once. No, I do have to go anyway. I got dinner plans, so I gotta go anyway. But I'll wait a minute or two. I'll wait. I'll give it till 10 till. Like 4 more minutes, guys.
I don't think anybody's hating on Husinov. It's just being balanced on the guy. He's not the
Hating
next
Husinov.
Maldini yet.
I mean, his
Yeah,
footballing
it's just
culture
about
is just going to be a
balance.
different dynamic on its own. I mean, it's Asia conference, like you said, a bit of a. I'm not going to say minnows because they made the World Cup, but a bit of an unknown commodity when you come to the Premier League when you're from that part of the world.
Yeah.
Just like the
I
kid
would love
playing. He's
to go to
20 years old. He's
Uzbekistan
20 years
game
old. If he was
game.
like this at 27, no chance. But your kid's going to make mistakes. He's going to learn from them, and probably no better place for him to learn than at City. So, yeah, You know, big up the Beckenbauer.
I think it's gonna be great. The thing that I do think that might be an issue for him is the Gahey deal. If we do end up getting Gahey, then I'll be a little bit more worried for him.
I agree with that because also there's been discussion of Victor Hayes coming back, which makes sense from a profile standpoint. Because if Stones leaves, then Victor Hayes kind of has those same kind of attributes, so he might be a little bit prioritized, especially since we don't have we have to build out of the back differently. So I could see him going back to being 5th choice center back, and I don't know if he'll accept that. So maybe.
Do you still want Mark Gahey to come in though, Kel?
If it happens, fine, but I'd rather I kind of
because the reason why I would prefer it to happen is if you take Guardiola and Diaz out of that, that's a huge drop off in terms of experience. And I don't care if we brought Juma Bar in, I don't care if we brought Victor Hayes in. That's a big drop off and a lot to ask of those players if they need to play a certain over a certain period of time because one, we either have to rest those players or they get injured.
I mean, I think we
you
have
need someone with that
ready
experience. You need three recognized center backs to compete for 2 positions.
Hayes is not ready yet, like nowhere near ready yet.
Victor Hayes.
You don't think so?
No, I'd give him another season of drying. I'm not afraid to say that.
Wow.
The guy is a real slow burn, Podjack. You got so much time. You can have so much time with him.
Yeah,
he's
Hayes is only,
everything.
18, so he's got more time. Who's enough?
The relation with him is mental, but he needs a bit of time to develop still.
Yeah,
but he's further along, at least because I don't watch a lot of French football, but it sounds like he's quite a bit further ahead than say Juma Ba is.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Who?
Juma Ba.
Victor Hayes is much further along than.
Oh yeah, he's
Juma
on
Ba.
Girona. He's not in Liga.
No. I'm saying Juma Ba is.
Yeah,
in,
he's kind of fallen off. He started out.
So if we're talking about bringing people back. Juma Ba is not in that conversation.
I don't think Juma Ba is going to make it. I think they're just going to flip him for a
And I guess my issue is if we lose, let's say we lose Stones and we lose Ake. Even if you brought back Victor Hayes, you're still one short. So having Gahey come in would put you right where we are now.
Yeah. Well, it's not the numbers for me, Tariq, it's the experience.
I think if we had actually developed
needs to be that gap, that bridge between the young and inexperienced and the established first teamers.
I think if we'd actually played Husinov this season instead of just putting him on the bench the whole season, then I'd be comfortable going into it next season. But I realize not everyone thinks the way I do. Because I've been impressed with Husinov. Like, he has played in some really big games. Like he's gone to the Bernabeu before. And I think he passed the test there.
Kelster.
Keep building on that stuff. But we didn't play him this season. So you would need more experience then.
Kelster, he should have been sent off tonight. That was a fucking red card, big time.
I'm not versed enough on the rules to know that, but I do have to go. Not because Alan got here, but I do have to go. So, anyways, yeah, I'm not leaving just because you got here, Alan. I got dinner plans, so I gotta go get ready.
Sure, you're not.
Yeah, I'm afraid he's gonna hit on me, so I gotta get out of here. So, all right, bye, guys.
Yeah.
That's funny. And here I was thinking he was coming to hit on me. Dang it.
Good evening, Alan. It's nice here to join us with your presence.
Listen, if you want to organise
streams
at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night when I'm getting a shag, you can forget it.
Wait, what did you just say? Are you? Wait a minute.
Good night. That's the end of the show. I don't even know where to go with that one.
No,
there's nothing happened, mate.
What kind of Pat?
No, that's just the reason he's going off is because it's symbolistic of how quickly he finishes.
Oh, so I was going to ask Pat, what kind of show do you guys run over there in Australia? I mean,
they don't call it Down Under for nothing.
Yeah, it was Down Under.
Anyway, Alan, let's have a chat about James. I can't kick Trafford.
I thought he did all right. Made some good saves.
Alan, he didn't concede the first shot.
I was talking about kicking, and he talks about saves.
Mate, he's a good keeper. You're the one that's got an agenda against him, not me.
Oh, is that another one added to the agenda, that one?
Well, you are. You have got an agenda against him, mate. You have. Fact. You've got a massive agenda against him. And, you know, like I call a tram driver, the same thing. You have.
Do I read that, Alan? Just read that.
Donna can't kick. To Trafford can't kick. Well, all I'll say is Donnarumma
Doesn't Joe Hart have better accuracy?
Donnarumma needs to learn how to catch a fucking cross instead of punching it and flapping at it all the time. Fact.
Anyway, 6 in a row. Another clean sheet. We're into the semi-final. Happy days for me. Savinho scores.
Yep.
Turkey scores.
We're playing Newcastle. Alan's happy.
You know, Martin might be going to Wembley again. Alan will be sat at home watching it on his television again.
Yep.
So, fun times, everyone. Speaking of goalkeepers, can you ask the fraud in the middle bottom who started for PSG today?
You know that the other guy is actually injured.
He is
you
injured.
know that Chevalier is actually injured, but let's go on, innit?
Right, if anyone didn't know, I did have some news earlier on. It's gone off because my WhatsApp got corrupted. That's why I freaked out then. I got so yeah, just a thing. Bobb is feared to have done a grade 3 tear in his hamstring. So he's had a new scan tomorrow. Hugo Viana is going to fly out to the Netherlands and will speak to Giavario's Reed representatives. The club have also opened talks with Milan Van Ewijk over at Coventry. He was a right back, 25 years of age, with the idea of the Dutch player coming in and then going out. I don't know where the loan bit comes though, because at 25, you don't tend to loan someone back at 25.
I believe the suspected ACL for our Newcastle friend, the fullback, tonight.
Well, that's why they moved to other targets.
Yep.
It was an ACL for Livermento.
Yeah.
He's got another knee. He's got another knee issue.
His injury record is atrocious.
See ya.
That's why they went to
stay alive. We're staying alive. Okay. Oi, never mind. Stay alive, you Mr. Dolphin. Are we still Dolphins? Six on the bounce, Sam. 6 on the bounce. Not bad for Dolphins.
So why was the crowd so fucking shit tonight?
Because
it was a torrential downpour.
It was chucking down rain.
And it's about 7 days
fucking
before
rain
Christmas.
full time in Manchester, full stop.
Alan.
It's poor attendance.
Alan.
Yes.
What is it in like 7 days?
It's Christmas.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you can get your shopping done from your armchair, but you can't get it done from the South Stand, can you? Alan, you may speak.
Fine. I'm just saying.
By the way,
they're only charging 10 quid to get in tonight.
They weren't charging 10 quid to get in tonight at all.
Yes, they were. They'll have to get.
How would you know? I paid. What do you know?
Well, listen, they'd have to go to Viago and get fucking tickets sold then, shouldn't they?
How would you? Alan, you are so not in touch with the fans on the ground anymore. You've lost touch with the fans on the ground, you.
You'll have to ring your mates up at 1894 and have a discussion, mate.
Alan, no, don't do that. No, Alan, don't do that. No, Alan, I don't find that funny because we have representative 1894 in the chat.
Well,
have a little bit of respect. Come on now. You don't have to agree, but you don't have to do that. Jesus Christ. What are you doing that for?
Because I want you to bite.
Oh, what's up? Another channel not allow you on tonight. Anyway, anything you want to add? We'll do 5-10 more minutes and we're done. We can go wherever you want. Someone's just said in the last 22 minutes, This is from Fabrizio now. In the last 48 hours, you know, Cado loved this. He loves Fabrizio tweets. I was called to understand the situation of Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo alongside United, Tottenham. Genuine interest. Liverpool are in the background, which does correlate. Is Semenyo, I think, does want the City move, and I think he will be a City player. Semenyo.
I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I have been on the Savinho train for quite some time now. I think he's a major improvement to what we've got. I still have questions at times about Doku, which maybe that's a bit harsh, but I think Savinho is really good. He's probably been one of the best wingers in the league this season. Doku as well. So I mean, I think that combination is good. Front three of Doku, Haaland, and Semenyo.
Do you think Semenyo will get in our team? Do you think Savinho will get in our team?
I think he starts right wing for sure.
Okay.
I think my thing with Savinho is that I think his creativity numbers are very poor. Very poor.
He's much more of a goal scorer than a creator for others, for sure. Maybe he's a bit selfish in a way.
And if you take a look at where he's taking the shots from, where he's scoring, there's a position that usually Haaland is there. So is he going to be able to get into those spots as regularly to be scoring those types of goals? I think we would have to change a bit for him to do as well as he's doing at Bournemouth. Mm-hmm. But then again, it comes to the question, can he adapt his game as well? Not sure. Haven't seen that.
Yeah. What's going to happen to Bob? What's happening to Bobb and Savinho then?
Well, is Savinho better than Savinho right now? Yes, I would say yes. So I would take Savinho. And Bobb is basically, he's got a grade 3 hamstring tear. He might be out until next year.
I think they're very different players, him and Savinho and Savinho. Savinho is, if you actually, I know many people don't really like stats, but if you look at the stats and how they're distributed for Savinho and Savinho, it's pretty much the output on GA is pretty much the same, but Savinho has more towards the shooting and Savinho is more towards the passing. So they've basically the opposite of one another.
What I will say is we're talking about Savinho and Bobb, and then you've got Doku. What's going to happen to Mamouche if we do sign another winger? Because to me, he should have played a lot more games this season.
Well, why is Mamouche become a winger?
I'm not saying, mate, he's not. If they play wingers, they're not going to play an inside fucking left or right, are they? Not with Cherky around them.
I don't understand. Right,
when do you, Martin? Do you agree that Mamouche should have played a lot more than he has done?
No, he's been injured. He was out for 8 weeks. Did we all forget that?
Well, is he going to play or not? Because he's not. He might as well go disappear.
Of course he's somewhere else. But this is my point, right? This is the bit that gets to me again. Alvarez, so he's not going to play 2 up front. So now we're trying to stick Mamouche anywhere just to get him on the pitch.
Well, he needs games. Right. I know he's going to South Africa, but he needs games.
He's already there. So why is no one saying it's about Ait Nouri then?
Well, Ait Nouri lost his place, didn't he?
Well, Mamouche has lost his place.
Like Marmouche.
I mean, Marmouche was purchased as a versatile attacker, no?
We paid 60 million for Mamouche, and he's not even he's not dropped for a reason why he played badly. He's a quality player. He's not even getting a game.
Well this season,
he's not even getting a game, mate. He's not getting
played well for you this season, Alan.
I think the beauty of the attackers we're getting is that every single one of them can play in both sides. So Semenyo can play down the right and the left. Mamouche can go down the right and the left, but he's much better on the left. Doku the same, can go down the right and left, but it's better off the left. Savinho the same. So we can create a lot of partnerships. And what I mentioned before, Savinho being more of a creator and Mamouche being more of a finisher, those two can partner up. You can have a wing pairing of Savinho Mamouche, and then on the other hand, you can have another wing pairing of Doku Semenyo, who Doku is more of a creator and Semenyo is more of a finisher. So I think I do see, if we keep one of Savinho, we're accommodating all 4 of them. But the thing is, it always comes down to the quality of the minutes as well. Will Mamouche be satisfied with the quality of the minutes that he's getting? That's another question that only Mamouche will be able to answer.
Yeah, I think when you have 4 wingers like we're going to have, because Marmouche is essentially a winger now. He's just not going to ever be a striker for us because unless Holland leaves at some point, which is not obviously happening. But if you've got these 4 wingers competing for these 2 winger roles, and then you can maybe throw Cherokee in there, I personally see him more of a central player in future. I don't think we're going to see a lot of right wing Cherokee, really. I know people in the chat were asking about that, but I think if there's 4 wingers competing for 2 spots, one of them is going to be unhappy with minutes, and that person will eventually leave the club. But it is what it is. I mean, people leave the club and come to the club. I just want the best players for my club. So I mean,
it's my man.
Leaves, he leaves.
Tete, DM me because I want to know what to speak to you, mate. So I hope you're well. Martin, my brother, what's good? Shark team, we're coming. Genuine, they're going to be a bang. We're going to, big up Tete, mate. Thank you for the 1999. Yeah, have a chat, mate. We'll get in touch, mate. And I hope you're well. And big up to Juma Bar. Hope he's doing well, mate. Big up. So big up to yourself, mate. Thank you so much for that kind donation. We'll definitely touch base and have a chat because I want to ask about Juma as well. Rather keep Bob and Savio over Savinho. Bob wants to play. But here's the question. Who would you drop for Mamouche?
Listen, I think
because Doku's in form, Cherokie's in form, Foden's in form. You dropping any of them?
No.
I do think that it's mostly if a player drops forms, then another one is coming in. That's how it's going to be in the future. But it goes back to if Doku doesn't drop form, then Mamouche doesn't have any minutes and he's going. So it's a very hard balance to have.
Well, Alan, delete. This is part again. Not trying to, me and Elliot had this chat privately last season. No one was bothered. Everyone last season was crying bloody murder over Pep Roulette. And hang on, Alan.
No,
Everyone was saying we need a set 11. We need a set 11. We need this, that, and the other. Play the players in form. And because we've now gone to that, we're now crying about the people on the bench because they're not getting minutes. Why we're not a nursery. This is going to sound. Yeah, but we all asked for City to get ruthless. To get ruthless, you don't like it.
Well, Martin, you said on many occasions, which I agree with as well, to buy somebody, we have to let players go, right? Yeah. Which is true, right? So if we suddenly buy this guy from Bournemouth, the winger, then what's going to happen? Because we have to let a winger go. We can't. The plan with Oscar Bobb was to go out because Oscar Bobb wanted to leave.
Well, he's not going. He's not going anywhere now.
Right, that's fine.
But he's not playing either.
But he's not going to play either, is there?
Well, he's not good. He's not going to go, mate. No one's going to buy him.
But he's not going to play.
So what do you do? What do you do?
Can you
get him
for him?
Oscar Bobb is not leaving with a grade 3 tear.
But he's not playing.
I don't think the concern is him leaving.
I think he's talking about squad size in terms of registration, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So Rico goes out, or James Trafford goes out, or someone else, then your Semenyo role comes in.
Reality is if he's got a grade 3 hamstring tear, he's probably not going to be in the squad for the second half of the season after the January window because he's not going to be available. So he's going to be out of the squad.
He's a risk for the World Cup.
Yeah, but they've been named in the squad, though, mate. You can't.
I'm gonna minute.
No, but you can change the squad at the end of the January transfer window. So if Oscar Bobb is not available for the rest of the season, you just don't put him in the squad.
And Jeremy Doku, you can unregister people out of the squad, Alan.
Yeah.
Jeremy Doku's injured for 3 weeks, and Mamouche is at the AFCON. So do we not actually need to buy a winger? Because right now the only fit winger you got is Savinho, and everyone says he's shit.
Aren't they going to come back before the transfer window is open?
He played all right tonight, to be fair.
No, we know that, Alan, but my point is you just said, where's Semenyo going to play? Well, he's going to play because he's only Savinho fit.
Is Doku coming back before the January window is open?
Yeah, that's what they said. It's like 2 to 3 weeks. So I expect him to be back early January.
I'm just confused now why we've become so concerned about players' feelings when we didn't give a shit last season.
Yeah, but
I
they'll
still
only
don't
go
care
for
enough
one.
about their feelings.
That's it.
Alan
They'll only
is
go-
Alan is
they'll-
upset
hold on.
because you didn't care about Trafford's feelings when Donnarumma
Exactly.
came. So
Thank
now he
you,
doesn't care about
Tariq.
anybody else's feelings. If Trafford can be done wrong, then dang it, everybody can be done wrong.
Spot on.
He's just been watching a bit too much Piers Morgan at the moment. He's just got to let him calm down. He'll settle his own fire. It's all right.
Alan, you play.
And that's a pen, by the way. You can't smoke it, Alan.
I'm sorry, but I keep saying this. The badge is more important than any name on the back. If they're not happy, then go. And that includes Haaland. If you don't want to be here, go. I never want to be in a situation where we've got the likes of Salah and Isaac who are bottom lipping it and going crying to their mummy because they're not getting games. Player is bigger than the football club.
So Martin has
too many people worried about the back of the shirt, not the front of the shirt.
My God. Everyone's become we've become bloody care about everybody else's problem now.
The thing that I will say is that I don't think it can be sustainable if you keep getting £70 million player and then 12 to 18 months down the line you sell him and get another 70
No, we will be
million
doing the
player.
space card. We're going to wrap in 5. I get Mamouche as a player, but I'll go back to the Tottenham game, and you'll remember this part, and a lot of you may do. He played on the left wing. And all we got coming into the post-match was, he's not a winger, he's shit. What's he doing on the left wing? Mamouche is not a winger. What are we doing? Now you all are banging back to the wing again.
According to the best journalist in the world, we were offered 70 million for Savinho.
That's not true.
Which journalist is that? Which journalist?
Because Jack Gorn has already confirmed it, as Tariq said.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because I know we've got an interview on Shades of Blue with Jack Gorn where he said
stop smoking on the screen.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Go out to your car and do it.
Do I tell you to stop hanging around with dickheads?
And which one's worse for your health?
He's moaning him because I sent him a picture of me and Leo outside the Docklands area with all the nice boats and nice weather.
Yeah, I already know when you're hanging around with Leo because you go into hyper mode. I know when you're hanging around with Leo, you go into hyper mode. No, I do think the thing is we're in a great place, and I just think we're trying to find problems where there's no problems at the minute.
Yeah, no, but we're having a debate and having a discussion about it. What's wrong with that?
But we're not. We only have a debate about the bad stuff. We never debate the good stuff.
It did get a lot more miserable when you came in.
Hard to debate the good stuff. Good. We all agree it's good.
Oh, so you're having a go at me now, Pat, are you?
I am. I'm just softening you up because you know you're going to get battered in the Ashes over the next couple of days.
Well, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but you were
you're
going on saying, "Oh, no, we're going to win 5-0 like Piers Morgan." To be honest, though, I'd rather look at the dead baby on a packet than look at Martin again doing that.
Jesus Christ. Alan, relax, my son.
All right. Hey, Martin, the flight's booked. I arrived 2nd of May at 12:10 at Manchester Airport, and I'll be there. Are we going for a curry? Me, you, Steve Lewis.
Fucking no.
Last time you were on a show, you organised this, and then someone said, "Oh, that curry house is not there anymore." I go, "Oh, this trip's going to be shit."
Don't you worry, I'll be going.
Anyway, I apologise to our stateside panel.
And Elliot said he's coming as well.
Elliot doesn't come anywhere. Really. Elliot's been meeting everyone for 3,000 drinks. He never shows his face.
I'm still questioning whether he was actually in Argentina.
He was. He sent me the pictures. He was.
Yeah, but I never saw a photo of him there.
You want to get Elliot's voice. You never see Elliot. He doesn't exist in real life.
He was on screen.
He's the invisible man.
Elliot is AI generated.
About all this time.
Elliot is AI generated.
Anyway, no, listen, I'm happy. We've got Newcastle next. I think that'll be a great away day. It's going to be good.
Well, are you going to go, Martin? Are you going to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to Sunderland away as well, Alan.
Oh, that's good information.
How far is the drive?
Let me put a good tenner here.
How far is the drive up there, or is it a train up there for you?
Sunderland. Sunderland's about just under 3 hours. Newcastle's about 2.5. Newcastle's actually shorter than Sunderland.
So it's about a half hour between Newcastle and Sunderland. Then?
Yeah, Sunderland's further on.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not bad. That's an easy
I could
drive.
do Newcastle away.
And I was just looking, by the way, at Mamouche's minutes. He started 24 minutes Wolves, started the game against Tottenham, started the game against Brighton, then got his knee injury, and that's when all his minutes dropped down.
Yeah.
Right. Elliot just texted me. He said to me, he doesn't pay me enough to show my beautiful face.
Jesus.
Well, if you could just post a link to buy me a coffee, yeah.
Martin, you need to start paying for GPT Plus. GPT Plus.
Anyway,
question for you, Martin. Were you on my channel the other night when I was asking about rivalries? I think that was on my channel.
I was, yeah, we were talking. No, I was on when you talked about the women's game.
So is Sunderland Newcastle? Is that the biggest? Not biggest, as in
Oh no, I'd laughed. I heard it, but I'd laughed. Yeah.
Which is that the biggest rivalry in like
it's one of the most
English
brutal.
Football?
No,
it's one of the most brutal. No. I think the most brutal one is Millwall West Ham's a shout, but I think Portsmouth Southampton's up there too. That's a big one.
You know, I was thinking about this the other day. I think Leeds Bradford might be a tasty one if you got them together in a situation. Leeds Man United.
I've heard Leeds Man United.
Leeds and Bradford played a derby in the Premier League. I think Stan Collymore was still playing for him.
Well, the last time Leeds United played United, Leeds smashed. It was in one of the town centres. The other one smashed a load of cafe stuff up.
Tariq, are you wondering if it's like Ohio State, Michigan level?
So I'm going to do a rival all sport rivalry to rank them. I'm going to do that. And so I'm trying to understand. You can't have 100 of these things to go through. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Compare Celtic and Rangers.
Well, that's separate. I've got that on my list. My list. I knew that one. But if I only include one from the Premier League, or let's just say England, if I only included one, what would be the one that I should absolutely include?
Brighton Palace.
Premier League. It'd have to be. Are you going to be doing some rivalries deal with relegation all the time?
Well, there's a few. Brighton Palace is quite a nasty one. Portsmouth Southampton's a nasty one.
Yeah.
City United at times.
For me, that's up there. That's one of the.
City United one can be nasty depending on where United. If United are doing well, it becomes nasty. If they're not, it's a bit half cocked.
Yeah. But yes, to your point, Ryjack, I am trying to get all of these rivalries across sports and then say, okay, let's figure out which is which. Because again, obviously, I know Boca and
I was just about to say Boca River.
River are going to be probably towards the top of this list. But what other rivalries are in there?
Oh, that's so good.
Tottenham Arsenal.
What about Tottenham and is it Tottenham Arsenal?
Yeah.
See, I've got to say, the City Liverpool one's been a bit tasty over the last 10 years.
Liverpool Everton's obviously up there too. Yeah. Cade's at a really Cade. We forgot it. Cade mentioned it. Villa Birmingham.
No, but do you know why I'm saying that? Because when last time we went, a couple of years ago, went to Anfield, they smashed our bus up, remember?
Oh, Arsenal?
No.
Oh, no, Liverpool. Sorry, Liverpool.
The Liverpool City one has got quite nasty over the years. Got quite nasty, the City Liverpool.
But now it's kind of a bit of a love-in because we both hate Arsenal.
Oh, that's more like a digital football.
That's not
in the real world, on the battlefield, no.
When you're at the ground.
In the trenches, no.
That City pool isn't as a joke.
You mentioned, Alan mentioned Celtic Rangers. Another one that does have a fair bit of bite to it as well is Hearts and Hibs, the Edinburgh Derby. That's got a bit of bite to it as well, that one.
There's loads. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce, great one.
Yeah, that's
a nasty one.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, mate. You didn't have to do this. Honestly, but really is appreciated, mate. Rod been ready for almost 3 weeks now, but Gaffer don't want to rush him. He ain't happy with the gaff, though. Can't wait to see him soon. He has had a small setback, though. Pulled out of training yesterday with a little bit of pain, but we'll see. City as you just said, they're taking the time at the moment, bringing him back.
I'm just putting a derby that we've all forgot about because they don't call it the Eternal Derby for nothing.
Red Star's a good one. Red Star. That can get but that goes beyond football.
I've heard stories about that. I've heard stories about streets around the grounds being shut down on the Monday in preparation for the Saturday.
Well,
areas of the stadium being on lockdown.
It depends where you're coming at it from, Tariq, because like Rangers Celtic's not really football related. It's
well, why is that? Why you say that?
Because it becomes one house president, one house. It's there. It's Catholic Protestant sort of situation.
Oh, so you think it's bigger than just the teams? You're saying?
Oh, it's much bigger than football.
Yeah, but I think that's part of it, though. I think that's part of it.
It is, yeah. And given what's happened in the history in the last 150 years, and particularly probably the last 30 or 40 years.
But saying that is a Milan derby one in AC.
Tariq, what's your?
Are we talking about era than the biggest?
I've just thought another good one,
mate. Turkish one.
It's
Alan, will you stop trying to do Tinder with anyone here? Anyone with a pulse? You're trying to get the digits.
I don't want to bot shagging. Jesus.
Oh God,
Tariq, don't do it. He'll ring you at all hours.
He means he wants to dance.
I was gonna say you can get have Martin give you my WhatsApp, and you can just send it to me through WhatsApp, unless you just need an email.
No, Tariq, I'm being serious. You will get phone calls at 3 a.m.
Well, I didn't say call me in the morning.
No, I don't.
I don't think that's an option, Tariq.
I ring you because it pisses you off.
So anyway,
you're awake all fucking night.
Anyway, enough of Alan's matchmaking.
5 a.m. one morning when he was on the school run there.
Anyway, enough of matchmaker, Alan. Look, I was going to say Dortmund, Schalke.
I'm surprised nobody's talking about the Turkish one.
So the Galatasaray
is up there because, to be honest, they've been playing derbies for eternity. They're always at each other, even when the next derby's like 6 months away. They're going at each other for something.
Yeah, look,
there's always something going on.
Big one.
Lee Johnston put it in Spartacus.
Oh, okay. There's also Napoli and Roma as well. That's pretty big.
That's actually true. Leeds, Chelsea is anyone with Leeds. Actually, Leeds can be a bit of a. But my uncle got.
Well, in that case, when you do Leeds, Millwall.
Well, City Millwall.
Brazil.
Another big one because of the hooligan groups in the 80s was Millwall Cardiff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Millwall Cardiff was very, very brutal.
I need to go and have a pee. And we've got another show tomorrow. I did say there were shows every night this week, and you're getting it. There'll be an After Dark Friday, I think. Friday, Saturday. West Ham will do probably post-match Sunday because I'm out Saturday night on a Christmas do. So I'll be going from the game to a bit of parterre. Parterre for Martin. Don't all jump there. So, yeah, we'll do post-match Sunday. Back tomorrow, 8:30, where here comes the money. Here comes the money. Here comes the money. Where we'll go through all the transfer news and everything that's going to come.
Right. Are we going then? And are we doing space? What are we doing?
I'll tell you what.
Right, are we doing the space or not? Because I want to go on the space so we can have a chat about and banter for longer. Because Martin's awake all night long.
What time is it there, Alan?
20 past midday.
So yeah, you guys have several hours.
You have a job to get to, Alan.
I'm having lunch. So I'm talking to you.
Not just a box of Pringles. That's your lunch.
Yeah.
That's very.
Vinegar Pringles.
He looks like the bloke on the Pringles can too.
That's a dinner of champions. That very nutritious.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Big up to Rajat for joining us. How's Father's? How's Daddy life holding you up, mate?
It's good.
That's right.
It's good. Not sleeping too much. Thank you, guys. Not sleeping much at all.
You won't sleep.
That's kind of how it goes.
Make sure you don't give Alan your WhatsApp.
She likes to sleep during the day, not at night. That's what we've learned. But she's good. We went to the doctor today for the 1 month, all healthy, all good. So very happy with that.
Tariq,
I was trying to recruit his daughter for the U.S. Women's national team and to play for City women, but he said she's gonna probably do gymnastics instead. So unfortunately, we missed out on a recruit.
My wife was a national team gymnast for Canada, so that's probably what we're gonna go with.
There we go. So have you
I
got anything coming up?
like gymnasts.
Stop it.
Hey, me too.
Anything coming up on your channel, Rajak?
Yeah, lots of videos, lots of live streams, shorts, TikTok, all of it. I just hit over 700 subs as well, so thank you guys. Do appreciate that.
Nice.
Come on, let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000. My community, there's nearly 400 in here. Come on, let's get him to 1,000.
What's the channel called, Rajak? What's the channel called?
Just my name, just Rajak. That's it.
Right. Okay.
And Shades of Blue, Tariq Peterson. I don't know which one you want to promote anymore, mate.
They got more. We got more subs on Shades of Blue. So go to Tariq Peterson. My name is right there on the screen. That's my YouTube channel. And then all the subscribers, all the likes, all the stuff that we would need to grow. Trying to hit 200 by the end of the year if possible. But then when you're there is a link to Shades of Blue on there as well. So go ahead and click that link and hit the subscribe on that side too. Much appreciated. But yeah, we do Tuesday night live streams every Tuesday night, 6:30 my time, 11:30 UK time. Every Tuesday night we go live and chop it up. So yeah, appreciate you letting me do that.
What's your Twitter page? Is it
so Tariq Peterson? That same thing, and that's my Twitter and my Blue Sky, and either of those. And then of course it's the same thing for the YouTube channel.
Peterson. Okay, no worries.
Yep.
Me and Cisco are just having a conversation in Portuguese now in the chat.
Who are?
Me and Cisco.
All right. So yeah, obviously, Pat, you know where you can find him.
Yeah, my local pub.
There you go.
Yeah, good times coming up, mate. Just looking forward to getting back over again for a visit. Shame the tickets bloody for Exeter come out at 2 a.m. though. But
Did you just go to the UK, or is it still a little ways off?
See, I'm meant to be doing a week in Japan, and I've only got about two and a half weeks up my sleeve. So
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, so
I'd like to Japan. I'd love to go to. I'd love to go.
It's incredible. I love that place. But
yeah, big up to Bonnie, by the way. 100 goals.
If I can get out early enough, I should be able to make midweek against Brighton, which I think is like 6th of Jan or something.
We'll see you in the semi-final, mate.
I could probably make that. And then there is an outside chance I can do Newcastle away. Preferably, it'd have to be on the Tuesday because I'm not traveling by myself. I'm traveling with someone else. And they really want to do Japan. So I'm kind of like, I understand. So definitely.
Is there someone else a female?
Right, sure for moving on. Pat, just ignore him. Ignore him. It's like a child. It's like a child.
Yeah. He's not normal, is he?
I wonder why we can't get a sponsorship for the channel, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, Tast is probably open for a sponsorship, but that's not going to last long.
It's not going to last long. We might get a week's worth.
Yeah. Well, 3 days.
You need an OnlyFans sponsor.
No.
On Shades of Blue, when the conversation goes a certain way, we call it the only Shades.
No, we're removing
you prick. Tariq, if you got that sort of sponsorship, you have to change your name to Shades of Blue Chew.
Do you know what was really scary? Alan appears and the only female on the panel left straight.
Oh, she leaves.
She's got a date.
Anyway, Smart Curse, big up, mate. Thank you for joining. Can I just say massive thank you to everyone in the chat. You've been amazing tonight. Big up Hassan for the raid earlier on. Adam Quinn, Dash Mesh, big up for your membership renewals. And Tete, thank you for your very kind donation. We'll have a chat very, very soon, mate. By the way, if we don't see you, there was loads planned. We will try and be live as well next week. Obviously, Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, but not because there will be a Christmas message video coming out on Christmas Day. So that will be out Christmas Day morning. It will be a video pre-recorded, so that'll be out for you all to enjoy. But we'll be back tomorrow at 8:30 with Thursday night chat. As everything, here comes the money. And hopefully Ozzy will be back. Rich won't be on because he's pissing off to the Ashes again.
Is that Adelaide now, isn't he?
Yes. Pat's with us tomorrow. Alan, we don't know because I need to have a chat with Alan because it depends if he gets a better offer. He may not be on. He may go to another channel.
Listen, I got offered.
Look, man, he needs a contract extension.
Listen, I got offered a fucking shag, right? When you wanted to do a stream. I'm not going to turn that down because I don't get that many.
Right, so Governor, Alan, Governor.
And then ended with keep the change.
You know why?
What is going on?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God, dude.
So all I'll say is to you lovely people in the chat, you tune in, the fans of Alan, all three of you. Come on, see Alan.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey.
No, we'll be back tomorrow 8:30. We'll do some hopefully Friday. Sunday we'll do post-match West Ham. There probably won't be Blues Down Under and Stateside next week because obviously it's Christmas. I don't think these boys are going to want to do anything on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve unless you do.
Well, knowing our luck, 115 will come out on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, just spoiled Christmas completely.
Hey, right, Jack, Tariq, we're doing Stateside on Christmas Eve next week. Let's go, boys. Look at Tariq's like, I may do that, you know. No, I will be divorced if we play that game, mate. Christmas Eve out.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Excuse me, love. Just going to do a bit of YouTubing on Christmas Eve. Should be like, you are not. Right, Jack.
Gonna do a quick space.
Christmas means nothing. It's our first Christmas with the newborn. I'm off to do YouTube, love.
Yeah, she can't. She won't remember any of those gifts this year.
That's true.
That's fair.
Pictures is all she remember.
Yeah. So anyway, we don't see you in between. Have a lovely Christmas, lovely New Year. But there's loads of content coming your way. But big up to everyone. City won 6 in a row. Anyone saying we're Dolphins, ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. They talk about 115. It's because they're scared of us. Because when we're third or we're fourth, they'll never talk about 115. So start taking 115 as a compliment. Because they're scared of us. The Sharks are out. The Chummies in the water. And we want our trophies back. We'll see you all very soon. Take care. And as always,
Bye all.
Up the Blues.
Good one, lads.
Bye-bye.